Amazing. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna be doing auctioning today. I need to get rid of these comics. And all you collectors out there, it's time. We'll be starting in approximately another 2-3 minutes. Hold your horses, keep it chill. We on the way. Mm-hmm. 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 Amazing. Duck gift records. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're going to be auctioning comics. Welcome to the Flux Continuum. I'm Flux, that's what they call me. I'm W.O. White III, a.k.a. Flux. El Paso, Texian. Yeah, I've been on here approximately since this year began, pretty much since January. I write my own sci-fi novels, but I have a collection, right? You gotta get rid of this collection. I have a plethora of things. So again, we're getting ready to get started. Let me bring the other platforms in. Mm-mm, mm, mm-mm. I'm gonna put a list out so you guys can start taking a look at what's on. I actually did a lot of work to put this out. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. And we've gotten to a point now where I think I'm comfortable enough to start doing more. Let me turn this down a little bit. Did we bring the other platforms up? Yeah. Let's end that. And here we're back. Okay, so let me go ahead and put you guys on what, the kind of stuff we will be doing. So let me take the light off me too, because the light doesn't need to be on me today. Let's remove that. Let you guys see the stage. I still didn't do it the way I wanted to. Wanted to show you guys all 3 books at one time. So, there we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. Better picture. Better picture. There we go. So what I'm willing to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm willing to take it out the package, right? Let me go get my tweezers and my gloves. I'm willing to take them out the package. These comic books haven't been rated, okay? But I'm willing to show you guys what it is that we have here. Now, what I will periodically do is I'm going to put out the list, okay? I have way too many comics. I could turn around and show you guys everything that I have, but it's ridiculous, okay? So I have a lot of comics, and I want to get rid of everything. Okay. I'm thinking about just, maybe once a month doing weekends, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll come up with something. I'll come up with something, ladies and gentlemen. I'll come up with something. Currently, guys, if y'all coming in from like Facebook and whatnot, Instagram and all that, I can't see you unless you're on Facebook. Okay. Facebook, if you're looking at something you want me to auction it, then you have to let me know. Other than that, then it's whatnot. And it's just what whatnot can see, and I can only see you if you decide to say something. So make sure you make some type of commentary. Okay. The books look so far away. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I can bring each one close. Like, look, I even got my scale out. Okay. I can bring each one closer so you guys can see it to make sure, hey, that you even want to look at it. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put out the, what is this thing called? This, this list. The list is kind of extensive, so we're gonna have to go periodic. I think I'll start with the miscellaneous, and then I'll move to Marvel, DC, Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do it the way I do it. So probably be miscellaneous. Miscellaneous things like Cross Gen, Max, Image Comics, right? Indie publishers and whatnot, labels. And then we'll get into DC and Marvel. Okay. It's just what we're going to do. I'm going to probably be here approximately 2 hours. I might leave and come back, give you guys time to look at the list, because it's an extensive list. Let me go ahead and put the first piece out right now. Bam. You guys can't even see that, can you? Well, I hope you can. Please, if you can, enlarge your screens or whatnot. This is a list of what I do have. And this is just miscellaneous. I could go through myself and read them all off. I could do that. But that seems counterproductive to me. Guys, take a screenshot if you will. I personally don't know how to put it on whatnot so you guys can see it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Maybe, just maybe, I can bring whatnot up on my computer. Whatnot. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to use it, ladies and gentlemen, but okay. Oh, that's my show right there. Okay. Amazing. All right, let me see. Okay, I want that back. I have to mute one of these. Hello? Cool. Okay. So I need to auction or buy now. Hey everybody, welcome, 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 welcome. I just thought maybe I could use this to feasibly start going live. Well, correction, start auctioning off. I want to tell you about the comic books and whatnot, because we have a plethora of them, and I got to be able to show you guys. This doesn't seem like it's going to work, so I'm going to get off of that. All right. This list, maybe I should bring it up on my end, because I thought this out, y'all, but again, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Comic pages. There we go. Comic stuff, comic pages. And the first one is the miscellaneous list. So I can run through and tell you. Okay, so the first list has here we go. Put it over here so you guys can see the list just in case. So we have Cross Gen, right? We have that's what's on the list, or this is what I have in. If you guys want to see it, I don't know how to do all the waves and the whatnots, but if you guys want to see something, you got to let me know. Say, hey, I'm interested in this one. I want to see it, and then I'll bring it out and let you guys see it. Just let me know. All right. It's all about getting these comic books into a better home. With my military travels and whatnot, I haven't been able to take care of them the way I possibly need to. But everything should be in a bag that you want, right? Now they're either mint condition or near mint condition. All right. If anything is wrong with the comic, I will definitely go out my way to let you know. That's why, again, because they haven't been graded and whatnot, I will, take them out with my gloves and the tweezers and go through page by page if necessary. So just want you guys to know that we're willing to do whatever it takes. I have cross-gen, crux, negation, sojourn. I only got a couple of those. Transformers, Spotlight on Hot Rod and Cup, a G1 Transformers, Dark Image, I don't even know what that is. I have the Kindred, book 1 and 2. I have Shadowhawk. I don't even know if you guys know who Shadowhawk is, right? That's like old school, way back before Savage Dragon and whatnot. I got 0, 1 through 4 of those comics. I have a Spawn number 220, and then I have Max Supreme, a Max. I don't know if you guys know who Max is, but Max is basically Marvel, and it's something that they were doing, more grown up comic back in the day. Okay. And that more grown up comic that they had going out, they did one on Supreme Power. So if any of you guys know about the Squadron Supreme, then this is the, I don't want to say the original concept on the Squadron Supreme, but it pretty much hits home. It's basically a spinoff of DC, but it's Marvel Shine. Okay, so you guys, I have all of those intimate books, very detailed work. I forgot who actually did the artwork and who wrote it, but I have all this stuff. So if you guys are looking at, I'm not just going to put anything out there to auction. Okay, I have an extensive catalog, if you would, of comics. And the reason, let me see, can you guys see this? You guys can see it? Remove. Okay. So the reason I put this out to let you guys know pretty much. Is that better? Pretty much like the comics that I have. So Infinite Crisis #1, that's from like 2005. Okay, so I have comics between 1990 and let's say 2010. That's where you'll find me. So I wouldn't necessarily consider that vintage, but I do have some old school comics. Like hypothetically, this Mark Spectre over there, that Moon Knight #25, it came out when comics was $2.50. So that's been a minute. That's been a real minute. I got the Miss Marvel over here. It's a one shot because that's more up to date, like maybe in 2000. But remember, you guys call her Captain Marvel now, but I have an edition where she was still Miss Marvel. And I'm sure other people got that and they've sold them, but we have it right here, right now. And Moon Knight is over there with the Ghost Rider. So I don't know if you guys remember Johnny Blaze. He was the original. Then I want to say, man, I forgot the guy's name. I think that's one of their brothers, though. His name is Vengeance. And after Vengeance came, I want to say Dan Ketch, and he was a different type of Ghost Rider. And then they started showing all these Ghost Riders. It's just like how they opened the story up. But at first, it was Johnny Cage and Zarathos. And you guys got to be able to go back to like pre-1990 to know who Zarathos is, or Zarathos, however you say his name. But again, I just like my people to know that I run around talking about I got a PhD in sci-fi, right? All right, and you technically can't go get one in the real world, but in the game, in the game of life, yeah, I got a PhD in sci-fi. So I know a little something about, sci-fi. That's why I write my own stuff. But anyway, I didn't put any of this on the store. You can't find it on the store. But again, like I said, if you look in the auction, then holler at me. All right, we're going to move on. I want to show you guys even more. So we're going to go into the DC list because it's shorter. My Marvel list is, hey, I'm a Marvelite. So I said I majored in Marvel comics, right? I'm a Marvel. All right, this is the DC list. Let's get rid of that. The DC list. Where's DC? Here we go. Wow, that's big. Okay, so I'm gonna run through some of the stuff that's on the DC list. Let me move it to the side. Everything's gonna be moved to the side today, y'all. Command plus. There we go. Let me run down this list with you guys, what I do have when it comes to DC. It's an extensive list, okay? So it pretty much starts, and I think some of this stuff in alphabetical order, so stay with me. I guess AC is Action Comics, Black Lantern, Superboy, number 7. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, number 12. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. That must be an old one right there. Superboy Prime, number 5. Superman 866. All this is Action Comics, y'all. Superman and Legion of Superheroes 863. Superman Past, Present, and Future 850. Adventures of Superman 640. Batgirl 64. Blackest Night 0245. I have 2 Blackest Night number 5s, 6, 7, 8. Blackest Night. Blackest Night Director's Cut 01. I could bring some of this stuff out, like y'all. So again, if you're looking for comics, let the people know, hey, I'm looking for comics. And hey, I got them here. I got some old ones too, right? So I got some 30 years old. And those are some of the ones I'll be auctioning out. Believe that. 1990. So 2000, 2000. Oh yeah, 2010, 2020. Yeah, that's 30 years, y'all. 30 years. And these are comics that I was collecting. And notice some of my comics, they'll say direct edition because I actually had to order from the comic book store, because when you move around the world, you can't necessarily get to an American-based comic book type store. So because we couldn't, things had started moving online, and I locked in with one of the comic book stores that was in Florida while I moved abroad. And hey, I was able to keep a lot of these comics in good condition. I just want you guys to know, okay? So anything that you're even remotely looking at, we giving it up right here. So Blackest Night, like I told you guys, okay, and then we move to Brightest Day. I have Brightest Day 0, Brightest Day 01, Brightest Day 02, Brightest Day 03. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So that right there in itself lets you know a little something, okay? So I've been collecting. I tried to stay proficient or diligent when it came, but sometimes y'all duty, what do they call it? Man, I've been out the military too long. I might have to go on a convoy or something, and sometimes you out there, you could be out there 2 or 3 weeks and you miss that. And sometimes when you go back and try to order, they'll say out, and they'll let you know on the bookstore, right, on the online stores. All right, so we have Final Crisis 01. I couldn't tell y'all what year this is, okay? But remember, my comics are let's say from 1990 to 2010. Okay, I have like maybe 20 years of comics, during the time that I was in the military, and we're gonna get rid of. This Firestorm, I think, is more relatively new because Firestorm had became this. He used to be Ronnie Reynolds. I want to say, I could be saying it wrong. Ronnie something, and it was him and Professor Stein, and they were Firestorm. And then I don't know, something happened being in the military, boom. Then next thing you know, I see this Black Firestorm. So in my mind, I was like, are they trying to do the Spider-Man thing like they did with Miles Morales? And then I had to check it out. So that's why you got the Firestorm 11. I just want you to know the numbers I got. Firestorm 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 25, 26, 27, 28, 31, and 32. All right, so I do have a few, and if you guys see the screensaver, and hopefully you can make it enlarge it so you can see the actual books. Like I told you guys, I went through the work to show you my extensive background. If you follow me on other social medias, you'll be able to see the pictures, and then I know you'll definitely be able to blow them up and whatnot. All right, so and moving forward, we got Green Lanterns, y'all. There's so many Green Lanterns, okay? I can't even tell you which one of these Green Lanterns is Green Lanterns, but it's like 01, 02. And remember, y'all, this can't be Green Lantern number 1 from 1940 or 1950, whenever they created. 'Cause I wasn't even around there. I wasn't born in 72. I didn't start collecting until 1980, 81 because I was 9 years old, okay? So that's how I know that these comics are from 1990. I think I got a few, maybe 1988, but most of them are 1990 to 2010. So that 20-year span, If you're looking to collect, this is where you might want to be. I should probably put that on the tag too. Anyway, moving forward, Green Lantern 01, 02, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. I got two 20s, 21 through 20, 26. So 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 31, 33, 47, 48, 49, 50. So I got a plethora of them. And then we jump from, we got some that go as far as 53, 54, and then 151, 152, 162. Then we jump to the Green Lantern Corps, 38, 41, 43, 44, 46, 47, 48. Green Lantern Rebirth, number 6. Infinite Crisis, JLA 79, 114. I got a lot of JLAs. I like that whole teamwork thing. That's probably why I actually, believe it or not, wrote my own story, and the story is, it's basically a giant team. That's what it is. It's a team that's going to basically save the universe. So I do like that JLA, and I kind of fiend for that, right? So 115, 16, 17, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120. I got two 120s, 121. Oh, and two 120s, two 121s. JLA classified 078. 07, 08, 20, 29, JLA versus Teen Titans. I do have number 2 and 3, Justice Society of America, Blackest Night. Yeah, I was into that whole Blackest Night, Brightest Day thing. I don't know, y'all. I was drinking that up. That was just, I was like, oh my God, like that is so dope to me. JSA Blackest Night, Justice League of America 03, 5, 9, 10, 11, 15, 19, 20, 21, 23, 35, 36. 37, 45. And the list keeps going, y'all. Now I'm on Supergirl. Oh man, look at all these Supergirls. Supergirl 2. So I do have this latest Supergirl that came out. The little cute one with the little skirt and the little hand thing going on. The latest one that I've seen. 0, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got two number 9s, 10, 12, 13. Supergirl goes all the way up to like my number 32. So if you're looking for Supergirl and you want to catch back up on her story, like after she came to Earth and then what started that whole big fiasco about is she stronger than Superman because her something had been altered in her Kryptonian DNA. Okay. I can't remember everything and I don't want to tell you everything, but I want you to know if you're looking in to find out about Supergirl, because again, y'all know some of these movies are coming, right? And then the value of these comics immediately go up. Now, if they put out Moon Knight, like if I check this Moon Knight number 25 and they tell me it's $300, then I won't be auctioning that off. But because this weekend I haven't done the homework, I will auction this stuff off. Just want to throw that out there. Thank you so much, love. Let me see. Yes, ma'am. Well, here at the White House, yeah, my last name being White and all, we drink coffee first thing in the morning, y'all. I mean, and this French vanilla, man, it's I don't know. I guess because we didn't have all this stuff when I was a little younger, you know what I mean? And as I got older, I'm able to appreciate all these flavors and stuff so much more. All right, so we got Superman. I think I pretty much started 657. You guys know anything about Superman? I think it should be past 800 and some of maybe I think they renumbered it or something. Oh yeah, because I don't even think I was collecting comics in the New 52. So most of my comics should be pre New 52. For DC. For DC. I have the Superman War of Superman, number 2, 3, and 4. God, I must have missed that number 1. Because sometimes they did have you had to order from the comic books early, or you had to do pre-orders because they could only order so many. So if you didn't do a pre-order at that time, you lost out. So I lost out on that Superman War of Superman number 1. I think I might have the compilations, ladies and gentlemen, but we shall find out. Let's see, Teen Titans. Yeah, I collected a couple of those. I can't give it this Teen Titans thing. It could be the ideology behind it. I could be missing it. But basically what I see is some kids running around. They have mentors that's on a top-notch list. You know what I mean? They the number one people in the world. And they have these mentorees, whatever, these Padawans, and for Deathstroke, a grown man to be running around busting these kids up, and Batman and them ain't came and seen. It's blowing me. I'm sorry, y'all. It's blowing me. I would have better tabs on the children. They can go and save people and whatnot. I got it. But when you start dealing with hardened criminals like Deathstroke, um, and what's the girl's name? Babe, what's the girl? Never mind. Raven. Raven, technically, I don't even know. A demon? So we got our kids running around with this half demon whose father is trying to break out. That is crazy to me. So, I don't know. I just couldn't seem to I don't know. I tried a couple of times though. I even read, so let's get to it. This was some of the things that I read in the compilations, okay? These are my compilations for DC. So if you're looking for Brightest Day Volume 1, I have that compilation. It's basically a book that has all of the Brightest Day stories. Now, if you have all the spinoffs, no. But it has all of those main Brightest Day to like Brightest Day number 10, Brightest Day number 12. It has those in there, okay? Final Crisis, Legion of Three Worlds. We got that. We have Green Lantern versus Aliens compilation. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even believe I still had that. Justice League of America, Tornado's Path. So that's got to be an old school one because they talking about probably about the red tornado, hopefully. Justice League Volume 1, Origin. All of these are compilations, y'all. Legion of Superheroes, Choice. Legion of Superheroes, Death of a Dream. Legion of Superheroes, Enemy Manifest. Look, I already told y'all guys I'm into those teen books. When I was growing up, I mean, I love Spider-Man, okay? And I know he's a loner and everything, but when he joined the new Avengers, it just I eat that up, y'all. I mean, like I'm scoffing it down. You look at me, you say, man, this guy's gluttony. I mean, because to me, you got to have the best of the best on the team. So I love these team concepts. You know what I mean? Because there's so many. And I was in the military, y'all. So I get the diversity and I get all the different opinions. And then somebody might have a secondary skill and it just seemed to help out. It just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just into that. Let me continue. So I said Legion of Heroes, Death of a Dream, Legion of Superheroes, Enemy Manifest, Superboy, Boy of Steel. I think this is Carter Kent. I hope I said his name right. The Superboy clone, right? From War of Superman. I followed him for a little while. I thought it was kind of cool, but I don't know. I just didn't like the way they carried him. You know what I mean? To me, he's Superboy. If you Superboy, man, like you that dude. Like technically, I answer to one dude. And I do want to say this though. DC Comics, real talk, y'all. I love the fact because I kept looking at Connor Kent as Superman's son. That's how I looked at it. And then I don't know. I think I saw it on one of the cartoons, one of the Teen Titans cartoons. He was like, "That's my brother," and I was like, "Wow, that's right." It's like a younger brother that looks just like you though, and I like that whole concept better though because now it seems like he can be his own individual. This new Superboy or Superman from the future, the one that he had, Jonathan Kent. I don't know. I kind of remember my comics. They range from like 1990 to like 2010. So I'm kind of a little thrown off about Jonathan, and I really haven't really been tracking as much. I've been doing my own writing. Okay, so we have Superman Aliens compilation, just like Green Lantern versus Alien. We got a Superman Aliens compilation. Superman Batman Vengeance, Superman Up Up and Away, Teen Titans, a kids game, Teen Titans, Future is Now, Teen Titans, Hunt for Raven, Teen Titans, Life and Death. And then we have a Trinity Volume 3, and Trinity is usually Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And then I have a Watchmen compilation. That whole Watchmen that came out a long time ago, I have that giant compilation. I have that book. So, if you're looking at that kind of book, that'll be nice to come out to. All right. And look, y'all, I'm going to go through all of this because, again, like I told you guys, I'm going to be on possibly 2 hours a day. If there's something you see, there's something you like out of this list, then why not just let me know so I can go ahead and put it out on the auction. You can go ahead and auction for what it is you want. Or if you gave me a solid price or something, then I might just sell it to you flat out. Okay. So it's just something to think about, y'all. And I'm gonna do this once a month because I got to add to the repertoire, right? I'm gonna do this once a month for 3 days. So I'll take a weekend to get rid of comics, to do this flash sale type thing. And I got to get better. Yes, yes, I do. But today I am kind of on it. I'm kind of excited about what I'm doing. All right. I get to like show my little extensive knowledge and everything of sci-fi. I mean, because I'm geeked up about this stuff, y'all. And again, I'm 52. And just remember when well, no, not you, because you guys probably not my age, but this wasn't as accepted when I was a kid. I was like the weird guy. You know what I mean? I was into this comic world and this whole imaginary, and the fellas, they were into maybe no, it was more football back then. Football, basketball, sports, baseball, softball, whatever. Um, Chasing women, whatever. Um, I don't know, hanging out, but I was always into this. So I used to be able to draw a little bit. So, I tried to immerse myself in that. I didn't quite capture the skill set. But other than that, I was into comics, y'all. And comics was like, it helped me, like, they helped raise me. Like, believe it or not, the teachers can teach every day, but when somebody takes a word like equilibrium, right? So tracks. No. Was it Wheeljack? I think it was Wheeljack, y'all. Long time ago. Generations 1, Transformers, cartoon. Wheeljack shot Megatron with that missile. And it was like the first time I ever saw one of the Transformers use one of their mounted guns, right? He shot that missile and it hit Megatron. And Megatron fell to his knees. He said, "My equilibrium chip is down." I was like, "Oh, what is equilibrium?" So I run to my dictionary because back then, we couldn't look online for everything. We had to go to like the book. So I ran to my book and said equilibrium. I say balance, and then they start. It gave you the example about the inner ear balance. And I was like, "Oh my god!" So cartoons and science fiction, believe it or not, y'all, they kind of help raise the kids. So this creativity that it takes me back. I know I started ranting. My bad. But look, y'all, like I told y'all, eat this stuff up. All right, we getting ready to move from the DC list and we getting ready to move into Marvel list because the Marvel list is extensive, y'all. Like it's extensive. So let me see. I have a Marvel list. I have a compilations and Marvel universe. So I'm gonna start with that one because then after that we have all the individual characters and whatnot. Okay, give me a second. Move this over. Okay, let's go. All right, so we're gonna run through these. Now I do have Avengers, I have Exiles, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Iron Man, Miss Marvel, Spider-Man, Thor, Thunderbolts, Wolverine, and the X-Men. Now I already told y'all about the Squadron Supreme, but that title is under Max, so it's been slotted under the miscellaneous, okay? But it's still technically Marvel. I have all of them, I think up to like number 13, except number 1. So I have 2 through like 13. So, if you want an extensive list, something that's going to happen, we know that Squadron Supreme is coming in the future. The main characters in the Marvel unit, you can only do so much without bringing those other guys forward, okay? Like even the Thunderbolts are getting their own movie now. Think about what I just said. If you grew up with me, like Ghost Rider hasn't come into the Marvel universe technically, cinematic universe, but they have a Thunderbolts movie. So they're doing things different from the way that they did them in comic books and the way they put things out. Okay, like back in the day, there was a way that they structured everything, and they're not doing it now. So they have a freer way to do things. They can go off in different tangents. They can go into multiverses now because they already set the tone with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. So if you guys want to know where everything comes from, and I'm not saying I have the original comics back from like, I think Stan Lee started, I want to say in the 30s something, 40s. I think 30s or 40s. Could have been the 20s. Anyway, I think it's 30s or 40s. And I think Marvel actually came into fruition around late 50s or 60s. I can't. Anyway, I know I haven't been studying lately, but here we go. Alpha Flight. I only have one of those, and it's number 8. So whenever Alpha Flight was out, I don't know why I copped it. I don't know. I don't know because I've never really been into Alpha Flight. Maybe it has Wolverine in it, so I saw Wolverine and just snatched it up. All right, so I'm gonna get into all of these individual comics like Avengers and Exiles and all that after I complete um this one row right here. So the first row is Captain America 07, Captain Universe, Daredevil. So they had released a series of comics. I want to say could have been 12, I think. And it was so many heroes they got the Captain Universe power. So it was a Captain Universe thing. You guys heard of the Enigma Force if you're a Marvelite, a Marvelite, 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 Marvelite. I like that better. If you're a Marvelite, then you already know about Captain Universe and the Enigma Force and all of that. So that power roams the universe, and I guess whenever somebody is selected or something happens within the universe, it's almost like a automatic fail safe. I have Captain Universe and Daredevil, Captain Universe and Silver Surfer. Okay, so Silver Surfer ended up getting the Enigma Force, and I mean, y'all got to know that's insane, right? That's insane power levels right there. Because Captain Universe itself is insane, and then to get Captain Universe with Silver Surfer's power, just like it's worse than insane. It's like you stuck in an asylum or something. Civil War 01. So hopefully this is the Civil War. I couldn't find my other list, so I had to make a new list, ladies and gentlemen. There was a Civil War, and then there was another Civil War. So the first Civil War, I think it was Iron Man and Captain America. And the second Civil War was Iron Man and the new Captain Marvel. Yeah. I couldn't tell you which one it is, but it says Civil War number 1. Normally, if it was Civil War number 2, I most likely would put Civil War number 2. So I'm gonna have to go with Civil War number 1. I have a Deathlock number 10. I don't know if you guys know who Deathlock is, but Marvel just did a big story with they didn't call them the Ancient Avengers. I think they said the first Avengers, the prehistoric Avengers or something. And the Deathlocks had a big part to play in that. I don't know a lot about Deathlock. I have seen Deathlock. Even they did him in the Shield television show, but I don't know. I'm just not this Deathlock thing. I'm just not into it. But for some reason, he's multiversal now. So I don't even know the background on why. I can't even speak on it. All right. Moving forward, I got a Ghost Rider 13, 45, 46, Ghost Rider for now. All right. So what I could be doing, let me move all of this. Here we go. That's that list. Yeah, that's that list I'm on right now. So you guys can see it. Just in case you want to increase your list, this is the list that I'm reading from right now. Okay, so we were on what, Ghost Riders, right? 13, 45, 46, and a Ghost Rider Finale. Now, my Ghost Rider Finale, I won't be selling it. I think that's one that I'll probably end up keeping. I don't know how, but the cover was torn, so I will never put that out, right? That's why I'm letting you guys know. That's how honest and open and transparent I am when you want to collect. So here we go again. Anybody who wants to see whatever you want to see, make sure, okay? Make sure you wave your hand. Make sure you make some noise. You can say, what about this issue? And then I can go into my boxes that I have right here and I can pull the issue out and let you guys see it. So again, let me know what it is you want to see. All right, so after the Ghost Rider, I have an Immortal Iron Fist 17. Mark Spectre Moon Knight. That's right here. What's in front of you. That's that Mark Mark Spector Moon Knight that I was talking about, that's right there in front of you. This one, this one, that's the I could pull it out if you guys want me to. What I can tell you is it's near mint condition. Mark Spector, it's a giant size issue. He hasn't been out for God knows how long before the Moon Knight series came out. Um, before they started trying to bring Moon Knight back, he hadn't been out for a long time. So I'm looking at possibly that could be closer to 1990. That could be a book that's from 1990. Okay, just to put the word out there. All right, hold on. Let me bring that list back up again. Okay, so now we're gonna go into I want to say the compilations and the Marvel Universe. So compilations are, hey, these are big books that compiled so many stories, yada yada yada. My Marvel Universe is things that entangled the entire Marvel Universe. Like, so for you Marvelites, something like The Siege. The Siege would be considered Marvel Universe to me. So I will put that in the Marvel Universe and we'll get to those things. But right now, the compilations could be just stories that were put together. So many books that were put together to tell you, a story. All right, here we go. So I have Amazing Spider-Girl. I don't know if you guys know about Mayday Parker. What was her name? Something Mayday Parker. Anyway, she's Spider-Man's son when Spider-Man married Mary Jane. And Marvel has started doing this thing called the Next Generation. And before they reveal, before not revealed, but before they laid out the entire Next Generation project, they started with May Parker or Mayday Parker, right? And this is Spider-Man's daughter once he married Mary Jane. And it's like 20 years in the future from maybe 30 years in the future from where the Marvel Universe was at the time. Okay. And at that time, I think it was about 1990, 2000, somewhere in there. So 2030, that's about the time that these comics were written for. So there's a lot that goes on in this future story. Like Spider-Man, her dad, he lost one of his legs in a fight. I want to say against the Green Goblin. So basically, the Green Goblin severed one of Spider-Man's legs. In this future story, Reed Richards actually makes him another leg that's supposed to do all this stuff, yada 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 yada. But now that we've seen how technology has moved, in the story, his leg didn't work as effectively as it should. But we know now, in this day and age, it would have worked, right? Right. Because technology is different. But anyway, so I have so many of those Mayday Spider Girl. Okay, so I have Amazing Spider Girl Brand New May Volume 4. These are compilations, y'all. Amazing Spider Girl Mind Games Volume 3. Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man Grim Hunt. Anita Blake Vampire Hunter First Death. Anita Blake Vampire Hunter Guilty Pleasures Volume 1. Volume 1 is it though. So Anita Blake, right? Marvel actually did this, y'all. I couldn't believe it. So I was hoping one day that Anita Blake would cross over with Blade, but it never happened. There's a lady named Laurel K. Hamilton, and believe it or not, she doesn't know this because again, I never told her, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it out right now. Laurel K. Hamilton wrote this book, right? I used to read her graphic novels, and then basically this graphic novel has been I almost said translated. It's been revamped into a comic though, like a graphic novel comic. So it's just like a giant comic book, and it's about vampires. And it's more than that though. It's about vampire lore. So you got zombies, you got goblins, witches, you got werewolves, were-tigers. You got all types of stuff going on in this mythical world that Miss Laura K. Hamilton wrote. She wrote about, I want to say about 10 books. And the first one is called Guilty Pleasures. And believe it or not, I read this book, and then years later, I found the comic book, and I was like, wow. So I was blown away, and believe it or not, I was inspired by Miss Laura K. Hamilton. So if I ever made it big, and they ask me, what made you write a book? I mean, who inspired you? I say Laura K. Hamilton. And I say because Guilty Pleasures was the book that I read about vampires. And it was this young lady. I'm going to say she's about maybe 24, 25, a cutie pie, right? And she has this ability. She's like a necromancer. Um, and let me give you the gist of it. In the gist of it, there's this vampire that likes her, and there's this werewolf that like her. And both of them, y'all know how it is. Two men fighting over one woman. Yeah, y'all know the routine. But one's a vampire and one's a werewolf. Long story short, it was nothing like Twilight. I compared to this story, I love Laura K. Hamilton so much better. It gave so much more depth to the story than what I saw in Twilight. I'm just saying. Not saying Twilight not good, but I'm just comparing it to something that had more creativity and more sci-fi going in it. Everything was sci-fi. Like she was like a police officer or like a private detective that worked with police, but police knew about vampires, werewolves, and all of that stuff. So the story was dope. It was like this whole new world thing. And Laura K, well, not Laura K. Hamilton, the young lady's name is Anita Blake. But what she does, she forms a triumvirate. And it's the first time I had ever heard the term triumvirate. So that means that the werewolf, the vampire, and her, she's a necromancer. Remember, they could all share power. So the werewolf gets in a fight with the leader of the werewolves, and he's able to pull power from the vampire and her to win the fight. That blew my mind. See, that's what I talk about when I'm talking about sci-fi. Like, what do you mean? All these curses are able to like grab each other's energy and use it. So that just blew me away. I know. Remember, today is a 2-hour show, so I'm gonna be doing a little ranting because again, I'm a little excited. I'm going through all this stuff, y'all. Stay with me though. Stay with me. We're gonna get what I keep looking at the screen just in case somebody would like to reach out and grab something. Then hey, I'm here. Okay. Where else were we? We was Anita Blake. Okay, so we moving forward. We off the Anita Blake. I have the Annihilation book. I want to say that might have to do with Ronan the Accuser and Nova. Annihilation book 3. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I know it's a compilation. Astonishing X-Men, Unstoppable. Avengers versus X-Men compilation. Avengers 01. Avengers Disassembled. Thor. That's a compilation. Avengers Initiative Basic Training. Beta Ray Bill, God Hunter, Bullet Points, Essential Captain Marvel 01. Essentials are black and white comics that they're old school, y'all. They're thick too. They're like maybe an inch thick, maybe a little bit bigger than an inch, maybe like this an inch and a half. Maybe got like 400 or 500 pages in it. Essentials are huge. And these essential books, the artwork is still black and white. They don't generally do color because these are, this is old school, like pre my age. So this is like a reprinting of it, but it's in black and white. And these essentials tell about Captain Marvel. Now I was alive when Marvel wrote Captain Marvel off when he died of cancer. I was alive, but I mean I was still grasping what comics were and all that time. So all of these stories that came before is all the stories that they was telling before, I started growing up, before I even started collecting. So this is pre-75, y'all. Pre-1975. That's what the Essential comics are, okay? Essential Captain Marvel 01. So I got the first one. Essential Defenders Volume 3. Defenders was like an offshoot of the Avengers, but they were more underground type, like Blade, Who's that guy who used to run around with Blade? He was a vampire too. Doctor Strange, all the mystical guys. And then of course they used to always have Spider-Man show up, right? It was more of a like they mystical side, the Defenders, more underground, because sometimes like even the Marvel thing they did on the series, they could be the Defenders too, but the Defenders were they still fought like the Avengers. They just wasn't so out in the open. They were more like the vigilantes and the anti-heroes who were saving the world. Like the Suicide Squad before Suicide Squad ever showed up. Just want to throw that out there, y'all. Just want to toss that out there. All right. Who else we got in essentials? Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing. So The Thing from the Fantastic Four used to have his own book, right? And it was called The Thing. And then he was so popular back then when I was growing up that he also had Marvel 2-in-1. And it was always Thing and one of the heroes versus something else to save whatever, right? So that was more of a thing and how he got along with all the other Marvel superheroes, okay? Uh Essential Marvel's Team Up. That's 03. I think Marvel's Team Up was either Spider-Man and one of the Marvel heroes, or it was Iron Man and one of the Marvel heroes. And they would it was like their spiel on, teaming up with whoever and how they interacted and yada, yada, yada. But these essentials, remember, are pre-1975, the story is. Essential Miss Marvel, Volume 1. So most likely that will tell you guys exactly how Carol Danvers got her abilities. Not the MCU way. We talking about hardcore facts back when everything was in black and white, the original story. It's great to know what's going on right now, but how did we get to where we are now? It's almost like the Marvel history, the historical content. So you might make sure if you into Miss Marvel, and I don't really have a problem with Carol Danvers, you know what I mean? I see how they put her out on TV. I think it was trash, maybe the actress is the problem, not the character. The character was cool. She was sexy. Well, I mean, but I want to say, was she homo? Well, I know her and Spider Woman used to mess around, okay? But she was a cutie pie. She was finding herself. She was in the Air Force. But she wasn't so the way they have her now. Now they have her more like, I don't know. Like I got power and I'm a flaunt it in front of you type. It's different now. But she was sweeter back then, and I understand the world was different back then. But her character was way more acceptable. If you guys go back and you guys watch the Avengers from the late 1980s or early 1990s, whenever they show her, she like she was the hero who showed up, and she'd be battling people before the Avengers showed up. So when they met her, it was almost like, yo, she's one of us because she's always there. She's always doing what we do by the time we get there, but we the Avengers and we get all the credit. And then she eventually ended up joining the Avengers. So I don't like the way they play her now. Now she's too, even when she did that with that thing she did with Nick Fury in the restaurant, instead of just saying, hey, I'm from the whatever, and she blasted the thing, it's all about her flaunting power now. And I think that's what's wrong. It kind of makes her unlikable. It's almost like if a guy leads with money and all his accolades, like, when a woman goes on a date with a man, all he talks about is himself. That it's a turnoff. So her always flaunting her power, it's a turnoff. So it's what it is. Or maybe she need to be more, cavalier the way she do it. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I want to get into all that. But anyway, you want to know what happened to Miss Marvel. You want to know how she originally came. You want to know why she was so liked, why she was Miss Marvel before she became Captain Marvel. You need this essential. All right. I don't know if you guys know about Fear itself. When the Juggernaut, the Thing, the Hulk, I want to say somebody else was in there too. They all got their own hammers, and these hammers were I want to say made by Odin's brother. I want to say that. I could be wrong. But they all got hammers, and if they couldn't beat Thor then, they could beat Thor now, right? And it was all based on fear, and there was some other propaganda going on in it. But fear itself, I only got one of those, and it's the compilation. I have Fantastic Four Volume 1. I have Incredible Hulks, Dark Sun. If you heard that, it said Hulks with an S. Incredible Hulks, Dark Sun, Infinity War. All of these are compilations. So I'm gonna keep reiterating that until I get out of the compilations. Okay. And if you're looking at the list that I'm looking at, you'll see it'll say dash comp. Okay. Okay, so they started this other thing. Remember, I told you guys it was Next Generation Marvel. They were telling you about, they even got a cartoon that came out when Tony Stark saved so many of the kids. But in this Next Generation, there were Juggernaut has a son, Spider-Man has a daughter. They have a lot going on. Captain America is a girl with blonde hair. I don't know who she is. I don't know. I guess I didn't track too well. I can't remember too well. Anyway, they came out with a whole lot of compilations and a whole bunch of MU type stuff, but these are compilations, so I put them in the compilation slot. It's called Last Hero Standing, and it's about all these heroes on Earth. I think Galactus is coming back, and it's like, what would the heroes do, like after Reed Richardson? Oh, and there's no Fantastic Four; it's a Fantastic Five now in the Next Generation Marvel universe that I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right, y'all. That's right, PhD. So anyway, Last Hero Standing is a compilation, and then Last Planet Standing is a compilation, and all these go together. I just can't remember the order, but they're both Last Hero Standing, Last Planet Standing. Mighty Avengers, Ultron Initiative, that's a compilation. Now, New Avengers, #2 compilation. I told you I was liking that New Avengers. New Avengers 10, Power, that's a compilation. New X-Men, Childhood's End, Nova, Nowhere. So yeah, I was trying to figure out who Nova was because I thought he was kind of cool. New X-Men, Childhood's End, Nova, Nowhere, Nova, Secret Invasion. So if you guys know anything about the Secret Invasion when the Skrulls came, and I'm not talking about that, can't call it trash. I'm not talking about that stuff that they put out in the MCU. Okay? Look, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I guess people who don't have money can talk about it because we don't have it. And since it didn't fit in the budget, I don't like this Secret Invasion thing that they put out. They tore the story up. It just, you guys have no clue what went on in Secret Invasion if you watch the MCU Secret Invasion. Spider-Woman was basically the catalyst. She was the bad guy, or the Skrull that took her place was the bad guy. And they basically almost took over the earth, y'all. They really almost took over the earth. But Spider-Woman, okay, y'all have to understand, she's a pheromone. She discharges pheromones. If you guys don't know, and it makes men docile. So they can't even see and act. And these Skrulls actually had the powers of that superhero. So Skrulls mimic on a norm. They mimic you. They can look like you, but they can't do what you do. They're using some form of technology to act like. But now in Secret Invasion, they were actually taking on the heroes' powers. But like I said, if you watch the MCU Secret Invasion, you're clueless. You need to go ahead and find one of these. What I got right here, this Secret Invasion, right? And I do have some of those, so you guys might be able to chime in and get some of those. But this one right here is about Nova. And the Secret Invasion is how far the Secret Invasion went, because Skrulls are from outer space, right? Nova plays around in space. So there you go. This is the external look, not what was happening on Earth, but what was happening outside Earth. There you go. All right. Old Man Logan, Days of Anger compilation. I think that's the first one where he beats down the Hulk, or the Hulk, right? In another alternate post-apocalyptic type post-nuclear, whatever, post-superpowers, the bad guys win. Wolverine basically goes in and under Mysterio, Spider-Man's enemy, right? Crazy, right? So if the bad guys ever decide to switch up and stop having a hate for the hero that they fighting, they'll probably take over, man. But this is one of those instances where they showed that. So Mysterio is tasked to take out Wolverine. He makes Wolverine see the X-Men as the bad guys. Now, don't ask me how this happened, because again, I know Wolverine's dope, y'all. I'm not taking anything, but Wolverine, to me, y'all, he's not no top-notch killer, y'all. He's not that dude, man. I'm sorry. He's not that dude. Spider-Man, on the other hand, if he had been trained up properly, he could be that dude. Wolverine is a dude running around with claws. He got some heightened speed and agility. Now, if it wasn't for the adamantium poison, maybe, because I understand he would borderline have super strength. But he doesn't have super strength. He's just a guy that goes around slashing. And the killing part is, why can't you beat Sabretooth, but you can beat up all the X-Men? Sabretooth is a guy with claws and you're a guy with claws, but your claws go through everything. His claws can only rip certain stuff. You should have been, knocked off arms and stuff off Sabretooth. Anyway, let's move past that, okay? I don't want to get lost in that. I'm just saying, Wolverine might be dope. His abilities are dope. He's going to live a long life. But Wolverine, like Wolverine fighting the Hulk, like that's never been like nothing to me. To me, it's the same as Batman fighting Superman. Why are you wasting our time? There's nothing Batman could do if Superman was the one who was the aggressor. There's nothing Wolverine could do if the Hulk was the aggressor. I'm sorry, y'all. I look at these as power levels and mentality. The mentality is Wolverine's been around a long time to kill her. The Hulk is an angry guy with unlimited strength. If he grabbed Wolverine and threw Wolverine into space, how is he going to get back? Conversation's over. People who do things like that, we fighting all the time, back and forth. That's insane. If Superman wanted to get rid of Batman, it'll be over. Any hero, to me, well, Batman has prep time. I don't know what they got to do with anything. When I showed up, I'm not on prep time. I'm aggressive towards you. That means I'm hunting you. I move different than my norm. Anyway, moving on, y'all. I told y'all, we're going to do a couple of rants. You guys are going to get to know W.L. White III today. I'm in my mind, okay? I'm in the classroom, and I'm a PhD, right? I'm a professor. I'm on the stage. I'm talking to all the students out there in the seats, and you guys are learning like the history behind Marvel and the heroes, not this MCU stuff. You know what I mean? They feed it to you because they got a budget. They got to also think about the people. They got to look at the day and age. They got a lot that they have to scrub so that they can get you a movie that you will appreciate. But if you want to know what really happened back in the day, the sick stuff, like how Hank Pym, him and Captain America got into it in the Ultimate Universe because he was beating on his wife. I mean, stuff like that. Y'all want to get to it? Then you have to go back, y'all. You have to go back and get the real story, the juice. All right, so let's move it forward. That's right. It's still, Wolverine is dope. I would never challenge him. If I was Captain America, I wouldn't be rolling up on Wolverine. But if I was Spider-Man, I'm going to put him in orbit, bruh. Anyway, moving forward. So we have Old Man Logan. Okay, Rim of Kings, Nova, Volume 6. This is a compilation. Silver Surfer Rebirth of Thanos, compilation. Spectacular Spider-Man, Disassembled. This is the issue where Spider-Man basically turned into, I want to say something, but when he bursts out of his shell, he's able to skeet webs. He's able to shoot. He has organic web shooters. This is when the Scarlet Witch end up killing. See how far y'all got to go back? Y'all probably don't even know that the Scarlet Witch, once upon a time, killed Hawkeye before the House of M. You guys got to start coming to the Flux Continuum, y'all. If y'all want to talk about this kind of stuff, we can. Let me go ahead and keep putting this stuff out. Told you I got a plethora of knowledge. Silver Surfer Rebirth of Thanos Spectacular. Okay, New Fantastic Four compilation. Transformers, Target, Ultimate Doomsday. I don't even know what that is. Ultimate Doomsday. Ultimate. Oh. So in the Ultimate Universe, there's something called Doomsday. And I think it's when Doom basically attacks the Marvel universe in the Ultimate Universe. I said that wrong. When Doom attacks the Ultimate Universe, right? The Ultimate Doom attacks the Marvel heroes in the Ultimate Universe, and I think his mask comes off and everybody can see it, and they were like, oh my god, he's so horribly disfigured, and they kind of describing and stuff. That's where the Black Nick Fury comes from. When I was growing up, Nick Fury was a white guy. See, you got to go back. Now something happened. I think it's called the Ultimate Universe, and then the Black Nick Fury showed up. And I don't know if Marvel had already got they stocks and bonds and all of that, they money right. But Samuel L. Jackson, believe it or not, it just as soon as I saw him in the Ultimate Universe, and this is before MCU, y'all, I thought of Samuel L. Jackson. So it's almost like they cast the right person. Some people just actually like to me, Deadpool shouldn't have his own movie or whatnot. I know. I just agitated a lot of people. You probably triggered right now. But the reason why is because back in the day, the Deadpool wasn't getting no love. He wasn't the guy that was out there making it pop, 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 pop. But once you get an actor like Ryan Reynolds, who almost personifies this guy, it's Ryan Reynolds who gets to act out. He's like, man, if Ryan Reynolds has superpowers, bruh, he might be just like Deadpool. I'm just saying. He he acts just like that, man. I mean, on most of the movies, you can see him when he's acting, he's tailoring it back or whatnot. But Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 101, bruh, I didn't like the old school way when they had him, when somebody took his mouth away. I didn't like that one. I do like the way they allowed Ryan Reynolds, because people who understand the Marvel Universe, if they are the ones behind the movies, it's going to happen regardless if there was a big hero or not. That's why these series are going through what they're going through. It's like, who is doing? Why don't you guys call me and say, Mr. White, can you come be an advisor? I know you studied under Stan Lee. I didn't study directly under him, but I studied him for 30 years. I know what he wants. I know what Marvel needs because I lived it already. Okay. Now, maybe in the next 10, 15, 20 years, it'll be somebody else. But right now, yeah. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Call me, Marvel. All right. Okay. So, Ultimate Doomsday, I already told y'all about that compilation, right? Okay. So, then we go to Ultimate Spider-Man, Carnage, Volume 11. So, we're going to talk about the Ultimate Spider-Man. I did like that Peter Parker, y'all. It was almost like we revamped Peter Parker. This older Peter Parker can't seem to get old enough. He can't seem to get his stuff right in the 636, 626, what? 636? 636, 663? Oh man, 616, 616. In the 616 universe, Spider-Man can't seem to get his stuff together. Or Peter, right? Look, man, you went through all of this stuff with Norman Osborn, all these guys. Bruh, put these guys down, bruh, and get on with your life, because you need new people to start showing up in your life. You playing with these same guys over and over, it's getting old. So when Ultimate Peter Parker came out, it was like a new fresh spin on him. He was a little younger. He was dealing with today's world. I didn't like the fact, and I could see a kid though getting abilities going to their friend before they go to their parents, which I do not understand. I raised my children a little different. I don't fully understand why a child would go to another child. It's like Miles Morales. Why wouldn't he go to his mom and dad and let them know, hey, this is what's happening to me? All of this, oh, everybody's a freak. Nobody thinks like that. That's something they used to say back in the day, I guess. To me, it was too close to the racial thing because of X-Men, right? And it was almost like those were the black people. It's like, why do y'all harboring these people, especially the ones that look normal? I can see the other ones, right? It look like a fish dude. That ain't what we see every day. I can see me spazzing a little bit. But the ones that look just like us, I don't see nothing wrong with them guys. And nobody's running around calling people freaks. We can accept whatever the government put out. If the government say this is what's happening, whatever, we got it, we're on it. And the government say stop being hysterical and they protect the people, the indigenous, whatever's going on, it's accepted. And I just believe that when you tell your children, or when children give to me it hurts them. In real life, it hurts them. But if Peter was able to go to Aunt May like they did in the MCU, I think Aunt May was out of line though. Messing with these. Oh my God, these are super villains, man. These guys are insane. Okay, or they have ulterior motives. So I didn't understand that whole thing. How Peter, and this Peter, to me, the one that's in the MCU, he's based off the Peter from the Ultimate Universe. To me, the way they act, the way he does thing. I know it's May there, but he actually tells her a secret. I think in the in the Ultimate Universe, he tells her his secret. So I think he's based off them, and I think that worked better up until Aunt May once started talking crazy to him, talking about we help everybody out. No, we don't. In real life, you don't help people out that you can't trust. So though I might want to help you, let me go and get the right resources that can assist you. So I'm gonna go get Tony Stark and all these guys to help you. And I know Tony Stark was dead, y'all. But I mean, he can go call Nick Fury. You can call somebody from S.H.I.E.L.D. to come handle this because these guys are from out the multiverse. Mm-hmm. All right, we moving forward, y'all. I want to hold y'all there because we still got a couple more sheets to go through. Civil War, House of M, Untold Tales. Okay, so we have Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Spider-Man, Public Scrutiny, Ultimate Spider-Man, Volume 1. So that's when Peter first gets his abilities and everything. It's so close to the MCU. Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Collection, Book 1. Ultimate X-Men, Volume 2, Return to Weapon X. Ultimates. So in the Ultimate Universe, they don't call the Avengers, they call them the Ultimates. So Ultimates 2, Volume 2, Grand Theft America. Uncanny X-Men Sisterhood Comp, Untold Tales of Spider-Man compilation. That's huge, y'all. That's like one of those big essential, but they're in color. It's big. It's a big book. Matter of fact, is this it? Yeah. Let me put it out. Ooh. Let's turn this off. Bam. Okay, man. Let's move that. You see this? Huge. That old school Spider-Man. You guys see it. It's $795. They even got something in the back that tells you how to follow this untold tale of Spider-Man. Come on. Come on. Anyway, y'all, I believe it has 800 pages. Untold Tales of Spider-Man, about 4 pounds. It's heavy. Untold Tales of Spider-Man, back from when Stan Lee first and Peter Parker used to run around in this blue suit with the square head. My bad. Yeah, he has that Untold Tales of Spider-Man. Y'all want to know all the corny stuff and how it was way back in the day? Then that's what you'll be taking a look at. Okay, now that's the way it was back then. Okay, let's put that on. Bam. Get back to it. Command plus. Okay, so we did. Oh no, we didn't even do that. That's right. I was on Ultimate Dooms, right? So okay, here we go. So that was the Untold Tales of Spider-Man, over 800 pages. If you want to add that to your collection, you want to know what's going on, then all you have to do is reach out. We're going to do this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Twice a month. It'll probably be the off weekend. Not the first weekend of the month when everybody get paid, or the second weekend of the month. Correction. It most likely this is going to be the second and the last weekend of the month. Yeah, the second and the last weekend of the month, the second and the fourth weekend of the month. Okay, where we at? And I had something on for you guys to look at just in case. So we have Uncanny X-Men Sisterhood, Untold Tales of Spider-Man, 800 plus pages. What if Civil War? I don't know if that's Civil War number 1 or number 2, but it's a what if and it's a compilation. It's got to be the first one. I should take the camera over there and show you guys all these books, but hey, whenever you're ready to add to your repertoire, I'm here. And even on an off week, you guys let me know if you're looking at some. Make sure you follow me and whatever. I see your message. You tell me which one. Maybe you don't have to battle with it. You can offer me a decent price and it's yours. Let's move forward. What if Civil War? We did that. Wood Boy Burning Man. That's a comic from the UK, I think. It was some again, right? When you're learning, and I think I must have found that in my travels while I was traveling from one place to another, and I needed something to read because I read through everything I had. I probably picked this up. It's Wood Boy Burning Man. It's a compilation too, right? It's a lot going on in it. I can't even actually remember what happened in the book, but I know it's not our type of story, so it was a little different. It was different. All right, X-Men Die by the Sword compilation. X-Men Phoenix in Song compilation. X-Men Sword. SWORD, right? You guys heard of Shield? Then you heard of Sword, right? Sword, I forgot what the street is. It's just like Shield, those Strategic, Homeland, whatever, Sword is just like that, but Shield takes care of what's on the surface, and Sword takes care of what's in the atmosphere or what's considered outer space of space, Earth space. Let's call it Earth space. They control that, or they monitor that. No Time to Breathe. That's the name of that. Now, I think we're leaving the compilation and we're moving to the MCU. Okay, I said the MCU. We're moving to Marvel Universe. Remember, I told you it's a lot of stories out there that that end up bringing everybody in the Marvel Universe together. So those are the kind of books I have. So I have right here 2099 World of Tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And number 7. I'm missing number 6. So 2099. I don't know if you guys remember what happened in 2099. We got a new Spider-Man, new Hulk. A lot of heroes came out. They were a little different. I think there's some X-Men. And because this guy had a good hand, he had a hand of a two-touch. The Xavier of the new X-Men in 2099, I forgot his name. I think he was an Asian guy. If he touched you with one hand, he could heal you. If he touched you with the other hand, he could destroy you. That's what I do remember. I remember Miguel O'Hara. He's the Spider-Man of 2099. He has fangs. He has venom. He doesn't have a spider sense. He has barbs. Like he doesn't have like the electro stick ability. He actually has the barbs that come out of his hand on his fingertips. He has an AI that runs around. You guys seen the AI in the cartoon. But yeah. That guy right there. So it's him and all of those people. There's a new Hulk. There's a whole new, a lot of people. So a new Doom. Yeah. So 2099 World of Tomorrow. I got 1 through 7. I'm missing book 6. Assault on New Olympus. That's Spider-Man and Hercules. Okay. Civil War 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have those. Civil War Frontline 01. I have that. Civil War Young Avengers and Runaways number 3 and 4. I got those. Remember we was talking about Fear Itself, that story? Well, I have number 3 and 4. House of M 01 variant. I have that. House of M 01. So I have 2 House of M number 1s. I have a house of M0567. I have a house of M sketchbook. It's kind of dope though. It's kind of dope, the sketchbook, y'all. Last Hero Standing, 1 and 2. Last Hero Standing, number 4. Last Planet Standing, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 2 Last Planet Standing number 5s. Marvel Team Up, Namor and Iron Man. We mentioned that earlier, right? I said it was either Iron Man or like Spider-Man, right? For the team ups. The Marvel DC Crossover Classic, Volume 3, I have that. Marvel 2-in-1 Avengers, number 14. Marvel 2-in-1 Iron Man, number 12. Marvel The End, 01 and 02. I have those. The End is basically the end of the Marvel Universe, 01 and 2. I have those. Marvel Universe Onslaught. This was a big thing where the X-Men, the Avengers had to come together to take out Onslaught because Onslaught was technically Xavier and Magneto, right? You guys have seen it already. That's the only reason I'm telling the story. I know you already seen a version of it, so that's what happened. Because I've seen all the cartoons, so I know. Marvel Your Universe. I don't know what that's number 5. I don't know what that is. Marvel something presents Ghost Rider and Scarlet Witch, number 143. Oh, here we go back to that Secret Invasion. Remember that? I have Secret Invasion 01, 03, 05, 06. Oh, man. I'm missing a few, y'all. I'm missing number 2 and number 4. But I do have Secret Invasion 01. That's the first issue. 03, 05, 06. Secret Invasion, Fantastic Four, 02. All right, I don't know if you guys heard of the Siege. Well, basically, I want to say after Norman Osborn did, after the, what do you call those? The Skrulls. After Secret Invasion, somehow Norman Osborn was given great power comes great responsibility, right? He got to become like the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something, but he was given a lot of agency power from the government. And somehow he started getting all the bad guys to act like heroes, or they were dressing up like versions of the heroes. So like her name wasn't Moonlight. I want to say Moonlight. She became I want to say Miss Marvel, a version of Miss Marvel. Venom, the one that when the Scorpion, I forgot his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. When he got the Venom symbiote, Max something. When he got the symbiote, he became Spider-Man under Norman Osborn instead of Venom. You know what I mean? Each one of these bad guys who had powers similar to one of the heroes, even Dakin. And if you know who Dakin is, y'all. If you're a Wolverine fan, you know Dakin is one of Wolverine's children. So he even dressed up like Wolverine to act like Wolverine, right? And all these guys work for Norman Osborn. And this is called the Siege. And but at the catalyst, or at the pivotal point of the Siege, Norman Osborn basically shows his hand, and he wants the Sentry. This is where the Sentry grabs Ares, right? Y'all know who Ares is, right? The god of war, which it didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand how the god of war, the Sentry grabs him and tears this dude in half, y'all. Not long ways, but like from his head all the way down to his feet. He tears him that way, which was insane, right? But he couldn't do it to Thor. So it's something going on. Maybe because Thor got something going on with Gaia and the Phoenix. Maybe they'll reveal that later down the line. But anyway, he got the Odin Force now. Anyway, right? So Siege 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 4. I got 2 number 4s. Oh, no. I do have Siege 3. Why didn't I see that? Okay, so I have Siege 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. And I have 2 number 4s. That's what's up. Okay, so you guys, like, if you need that Siege, hey, I'll pull it out. I'll send you 1 through 4. Make me an offer. Because I know the Siege is worth something. Anyway, especially number 1. because that's when Norman Osborn did his whole thing. And Thor got into a fight with the Sentry, and I mean it was a beat down. Y'all, the heroes got their butts kicked, y'all, like across the battlefield type stuff. Y'all gotta cop that if you haven't seen it. You gotta cop that. Gotta cop that. All right, Son of M. That's pretty much what happened after Magneto at the end of the House of M. Magneto and everybody was pretty much blaming Quicksilver, right? His son Quicksilver, because in 616, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are Magneto's children. So that's right, y'all. So if you didn't know, welcome to Real Historic of Comics. So Quicksilver takes the blame for what Scarlet Witch did. That's basically what happens, y'all. Quicksilver takes the blame for what Scarlet Witch did. She basically said no more mutants. Did I say that right? No. That's what she did at the end. At the beginning, she changed everything, and that's how we got the House of M. So that's they were trying to tell you guys what type of power, her probability, she was able to change the entire world and give everybody what they wanted. She took Charles as prisoner, I guess, for the mind power. It was a lot that happened, y'all. Anyway, long story short, at the end, she says no more mutants. Yep, that's what happened. Anyway, that's what happened. And then Quicksilver was blamed for it until they find out that it was Scarlet Witch. So the Son of M, that's Quicksilver running around, and I don't really know everything that's going on, but I know it's more of a drama type comic. It's giving a lot of information on how he feels and the things that he has to deal with, and how everybody's looking at him like he's the blame on what transpired. So it's not actiony. It's more of informational. Okay, so remember we talked about the end Marvel when I told you I had 1 and 2. I have the end Marvel 04. I see it now. It's right here. Ultimatum. Ultimatum is a big thing like the Marvel universe. It's for the Ultimates though. So this is when so if you don't know, in a book or in a series called The Ultimatum, the Blob. Y'all remember the Blob from the X-Men? Because the X-Men, the Avengers, everybody is fighting. And in the Ultimate world, hey y'all, it gets on, bro. And we don't do this 616 stuff. It starts popping in the Ultimate. And the Blob eats the Wasp. And Hank Pym grabs the Blob and bites his head off. That's just me telling y'all one little thing that happened in the story. That's how dope Ultimatum was. I mean, like, yo, it could go, you could die. You could die in Ultimatum. It was like all out war. Everybody was fighting against everybody. All right. All right. So moving forward, what if y'all remember the what if? We got the cartoon, right, on Disney. What if? So they have books too like that, right? What if Annihilation? What if Avengers disassembled? What if Civil War? What if Secret Invasion? What if Spider-Man House of M? What if Submariner? I have all of those. I have all of those. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on now. Let you go ahead and get this data in your ear. All the way to the west side? Oh. Okay. Let me know. Yeah. Yeah. You take the credit card. The credit card. The who? If you don't want to get no grocery. All right, here we go. What's that? Marvel list hero 001. Marvel his list 001. Where we at? Yeah, I know you need gas. Sorry about that, y'all. I had somebody swing through, start talking about they need gas. So, again, that's what we do. That's what we do. All right. Like I said, because I want to put this in your ear. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up and stop sidebar. I don't like to keep people all day unnecessarily. But I do want you guys to know I'll be doing this all weekend. Okay. And you can hit me up whenever you're ready. And I'll be ready to send this. So you can send me a message and make me an offer. We can talk about it online if you don't want to do it right this second. But this list, this extensive list that's being put out, these are the comics. If you're missing it out of your collection, or you know somebody who has a collection, they're missing one of these comic books, I'm willing to take it out and show you online what it is before I send it to you. That way, if you make sure you want it, and you're getting what you requested. Okay? Because again, I don't have the bar. No, I don't have the what do you call it? I don't have the barcode, and I didn't get all of my comics graded. Again, I was traveling. I had them in boxes. The movers came. They moved the stuff. I added more comics to it throughout my military career. If you guys are looking for old school comics from the 1990s to 2010, I think this is about the last time I collected because I left the war in 2011 and then I retired. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, y'all. 1990 when I came in the military till 2010. I did my last duty, my last tour. So right there, that tells you pretty much if you're looking for anything within that area or that span of time, look me up. I might have what you need. All right, here we go. Annual 1998 Avengers Squadron Supreme. I have that. I don't know why I put 1998, but I have that. Squadron Supreme. When we talked about that Max, remember I told you I got so many issues. I got all the issues except number 1, and it says Power. That's the name of the book. Power. It's about the Squadron Supreme. Okay, so Avengers number 1, Academy Avengers, Avengers Assemble number 1, Avengers Initiative 03 and 06, Avengers Initiative Annual, Dark Avengers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, Force Works. I know you guys don't know what Force Works is. I think it's something that Iron Man has started working on. I think this is pretty much how Avengers became West Coast Avengers. I don't know if you guys go back that far, but I remember Force Works. I just can't remember a lot about it, but I got one of those. Mighty Avengers 08, 12, 14, 15, 16, 30. New Avengers. Prepare yourself. New Avengers. This is the one when Spider-Man joined the Avengers, so I probably got everything. Here we go. New Avengers 01, 2, 5, 6, 7. I got 2 number 7s. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 20, 21, 23, 24. New Avengers 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 37, 39, 40, 43, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61. New Avengers Annual 01, 02, 03. New Avengers Finale 01. New Avengers Transformers 01, 02, 03, 04. Secret Avengers 15. Ultimate Avengers 03, 04. I got 2 number 4s. 05, 06. Oh, they did call them the Ultimate Avengers. Oh, okay. I always thought they called them the Ultimates. Ultimate New Ultimates. That's crazy. Ultimate New Ultimates 01. Ultimates 2, 06, 07, 08, 11. That might be the second version in the Ultimate Universe of the Avengers. I'm not sure. Don't get me to talk. Young Avengers 08, 09, 12. Fantastic Four 58, 348, 374, 529, 546. Got 2 of those. 549, 548, 549, 558, 571, 572, 573, 574. Fantastic Four Giant Size Adventures 1. Last Fantastic Four story. Marvel Adventure Fantastic Four Spider-Man number 24. Marvel Adventures Fantastic Four 00. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Power Pack. Power Pack 0304. What is Power Pack? about these four children who all, I think they end up giving all the powers to one guy, but I want to say snarks, right? There was these snarks. There was these other aliens that came. Basically, I forgot the alien's name, but it died and it shared its power with four kids, and they called Power Pack. And Power Pack really run around with Frank and Richards, pretty much, right? He's cool with them because they all run around. They the same age. Mass Master is the guy who could turn the clouds and become extremely heavy. His name was Mass Master. Powerball was the little energy girl who could shoot power balls out of her chest. Hold on a second, y'all. Go ahead and peep this out real quick while I answer the door. Let me remove that. Let's put this on. Yo, what's up? All right, y'all. It's over. I had stuff that they were putting out. Okay, that's pretty much what transpired. They had stuff that they were dropping off today, and again, here we go. I had to get it. All right, let me get back to it because I want to go ahead and end all this, y'all. So we said Fantastic Four, giant size, Power Pack. I was telling you about the kids on Power Pack, Mass Master, the one who could shrink into a small guy, but he could also turn the clouds. Then there was the energy girl, the baby sister. She had the power to throw power balls. One of the sisters could fly through rainbow spectrum colors. And the oldest brother, I want to say his name was Alex. He could do gravity type stuff. Like he could touch stuff and cancel out gravity so he could move extremely large and heavy things. Okay, I think that's what happened. Now, I got thing number 6 and thing number 7. I mentioned thing earlier. All right, he had his own stuff. Invisible, invisible, my bad. Invincible, Iron Man, 4, 13, 16, and 14. So 13, 14, and 16. Must have misspelled something. Yep, invisible. Okay, Iron Man, Captain America, Casualties of War. Iron Man, Legacy of Doom, 1, 2. I got 2 number 2s, 3 and 4. So I do have all those Iron Man, Legacy of Doom. Iron Man and Doom were teaming up, working together. You want to know what transpired? I got it. Iron Man, Requiem, Fall of the Hulks, the prelude to that. Fall of the Hulks. I said that right. I have Fall of the Hulks, Red Hulk, 3 and 4. Fall of the Hulks, Savage She-Hulk, number 2. John Size Hulk, 1. Hulk, it's just Hulk, right? I think it's going to be a lot about the Red Hulk, though. It's Hulk. 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 2 21s. I got 2 number 21s, 22 and 23. Hulk, Let the Battle Begin, number 1. Hulked Out Heroes, 0, 2. I think y'all know what that is. They already made cartoons about everybody turning into Hulks, like Spider-Man, Thor, and all those guys. Incredible Hulk, 81, 85, 109, 110, 602, 603, 604, 605, 606, 609. King Size Hulk. She-Hulk, 12, 28, 29. World War Hulks, 1. All right, here we go with Miss Marvel, y'all. This is back pre-Captain Marvel, okay? This is Miss Marvel. You guys already know because I showed you I got number 1 right here, a one-shot issue. And then I have number 4, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12, 16, 18, 19, 22, 34, 44, and 45. Those are all my Miss Marvels. Before she became, what was Carol Danvers doing before she became Captain Marvel? This is what it is. It never happened like that, like it did in the MCU movie. She ran around. She was Miss Marvel for years. Um, I know you guys don't know about this. If you're young, her and one of the X-Men named Rogue got into it. Basically, Rogue beat her up. I mean, she handled her own for a minute up until Rogue put their hand on her and zapped her power. So, if any of you guys want to know why in the MCU Rogue can't fly, that's why she can't fly yet, y'all. Because she ain't got in a fight with Miss Marvel yet and took her powers. But once she take Miss Marvel power, she ends up keeping the power. That's how Rogue power, and that's how she's able to fly now. So a lot of y'all don't know that. Guess what you just learned? This is how Rogue in the MCU can fly. In X-Men 97, y'all see Rogue flying around, and why don't she fly any other time when she's in the MCU? She's not flying like anybody else. She's not levitating, right? She's on the ground. Every time they show you her, that's why. She got into a fight with Miss Marvel, and she ended up putting Miss Marvel in a coma for like years or something like that. But once Carol Danvers woke up, she was still Miss Marvel. That's what these comic books are. Something happened, and then she became Captain Marvel. But there was another woman named something Rambeau, Monica Monica Rambeau. So Monica Rambeau, after the original Captain Marvel was killed off, okay, the Kree, after he died of cancer, I said he was killed off. After he died of cancer, Monica Rambeau, Monica Rambeau was the next Captain Marvel. She had a white suit. Y'all call her Spectrum now. She had a white suit. She had an afro because it happened, y'all. I was real young when it happened. And her first appearance was in an amazing, well, I can't say which one. It was in a Spider-Man comic book, though. And after that, Tony Stark and them got involved with her because they had her fly around the sun. I think she did it in like 10 seconds or something. They was like, whoa, she's fast. And then something happened with her and she became somebody else. And now her name is Spectrum. She's running around with the Blue Marvel. But this Captain Marvel, the new Captain Marvel we have, her name was Miss Marvel for the longest. And she didn't become captain until after she woke up after the fight with her and Rogue. But now we know how Rogue can fly, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, I got my Cash App up there. So anybody who just want to, toss out, a little something for, after learning all this hardcore Marvel League and DC knowledge today. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go ahead and knock this out. So we have Thor 607, 608, Thor Rebirth 1 through 3. I just looked into some things. I got Thor number 31. From 2000. So in the year 2000, Thor number 31, the Mighty Thor, I got it. And it came out in the year 2000. So that's already 24 years old. That's a 24-year-old comic book I got right there. And most of mine between 1990 and 2010. So if you ready to collect, y'all, stop playing. Go ahead and let everybody know who into and y'all go ahead and cop all these comics, man. You can even make me a big offer. Like, I'll let you know what I got. Probably sometime today or tomorrow, I'm gonna start scrubbing each one so I can find out what they worth, and I don't have to wait for an offer. Okay, I can just go ahead and put them out. Thunderbolts. You guys already know the Thunderbolts movie is coming. The people that's in the Thunderbolts are not the people that's in the Thunderbolts in the comic book. All right, they might have some of them, but they doing what they want to in the cinematic universe, or y'all can get back to how everything was intended before budgets and all those budget cuts and all those things got involved. Okay. Technically, I wish they would have took the MCU and all the comic books they had made, and they would have basically. I think the MCU could have went on forever almost because that's the comic books have been moving for what 50 plus years, easy. That's easy. 70 years, 75 years, possibly. I'm gonna say 50 and be happy with 50. But 50 years of storytelling over such a vast amount of characters. I mean, if they would have told it like that and just told it and kept it going, updated it a little bit, but basically kept the principle behind it, I believe they could have ate forever. And then you wouldn't be tearing up the stories the way they are now. Because so many things out of sync. How are you going to bring the X-Men in if there's a Captain Marvel already? How are you going to explain that? You going to call it multiverse? You can only multiverse for so long. Continuity means something to people who support. That's all I'm saying. It just means something. All right, so Thunderbolts, I already told you, I got 105, 106, 107, 108, 109. I got two 109s. 110, 111, 114, 116, 119. Thunderbolts breaking point, 01. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I told y'all we're going to go ahead and move a little bit faster so I can get you guys out of here. All right, we got the Exiles. I don't know if you guys know what the Exiles is, but the Exiles is some comics that Marvel put out where Blink, you guys were able to see Blink. Well, you got to go back to the I forgot. Was it the Days of Apocalypse? Man, I forgot that. World of Apocalypse. So, in the story of when Apocalypse took over Earth, well, a lot of Earth, Wolverine lost a hand, Cyclops lost an eye. If you watched X-Men 97, the last episode that they just put out, they showed Cyclops walk up because they introduced in Sabanur at the end. They remember they time jumped. In Sabanur is Apocalypse. Apocalypse in comics, he basically created that's how Nate Gray, the X-Man, not X-Men, the X-Man got to our universe, okay? So what happened was Apocalypse basically, I don't want to say, yeah, he basically altered time. I don't know how, I can't remember how he did it, but I know Cyclops, instead of being with the X-Men, he was with Apocalypse, and his brother Havoc were with Apocalypse. And him and Wolverine got into a big fight, and he basically disintegrated Wolverine's left hand, I think. But Wolverine actually got him in the eye too. So, it's canceled each other out. But that's when Apocalypse, I want to say that's Days of Apocalypse, whatever that was called, not Days of Future Past. So something of Apocalypse. Anyway, Blink is who I was talking about. She's a teleporter. All right. She can throw these little crystal shards and teleport people or teleport herself where she wants to go. And she's athletic and agile and all of that. Anyway, she was in a series of comics called The Exiles. Okay. And the Exiles were multiversal refugees that were dislodged from time and space and allowed to go around and course correct things that had happened within the multiverse, yada 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 yada. And then the team was a spontaneous, random team. It was more like you could be on the team, something can happen, and you can get left behind, and then somebody else would come from somewhere else, and then they would be the new person on the team. So they had, I think, I want to say about 7 to 8 characters. But when it first started off, it was all about Blink. Now they had another one long time ago, but I won't talk about that. But this Exiles is basically where Blink runs around, and you guys don't know about Blink there because she doesn't live in the regular 616 Marvel universe. I don't know why, but she's X-Men affiliate though. So anyway, and she comes from that Apocalypse time. So we got Exiles, right? It's a list of comic books where they go around and they say the multiverse, right? All of the Marvel characters, different variation or variants of, like Spider-Man. He's not Spider-Man, he's called the Spider, and he has like Carnage's suit on or something, right? So they have all these different Marvel heroes that actually have variants of them that save the multiverse. Okay. So Exile 03, 04, 06, 14, 23, 64, 65, 66. I got 267s, 267, 68, 70, 71, 75, 76, 78, 80, 82, 86, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 90, 294s. I got two Exiles, 294s. I have two, I have two of those. Exiles 95, annual one. I have two annual ones. Mega size Exiles for now. New Exiles, 01. I got two twos, okay? So I have new Exiles, one, and then I have new Exiles. I have two of those. So I have two new Exiles number two, new Exiles. I have two new Exiles number four, new Exiles 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. All right, now we on Amazing Spider Girl. Amazing Spider Girl, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Okay, and then we jump to Amazing Spider-Man, 53. Amazing Spider-Man, 360. Amazing Spider-Man, 520, 522, 23, 524, 525. I got two 525s, 530, 531, 532, 533, 536, 538, 540. 551, 53, 554, 555, 556. All of these in numerical order, y'all. So I'm going to jump all the way down to 561, 62, 593, 600, 601, 602, 604, 605, 606, 614, 620, 624. And I'm just jumping through the numbers, y'all, because there's so many of them. You would have to like actually go and look at it. Amazing Spider-Man 630, Amazing Spider-Man 700, Amazing Spider-Man Grim Hunt, Craven Saga. Arana. Who is Arana? Arana is a character that was introduced in the Spider-Man lore. She has some totem type spider power, and she used some gadgets and stuff. You guys already seen Madam Web, so technically one of those girls is supposed to be Arana. Aranya. Okay. Carnage, he has his own comic, right? He had an own series anyway. I got number 2 of that one. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I have 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, and 23. Ghost Rider and Blaze. Spirits of Vengeance, number 5. King Size Spider-Man Summer Special, 01. Marvel Ultimate Team Up, Spider-Man and Black Widow, number 14. Marvel Universe Spider-Man, 2005. Marvel Knights Spider-Man, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 2 Marvel Knight Spider-Man. Marvel Knight Spider-Man 22. Secret Invasion. Y'all remember the Secret Invasion? We discussed how the Skrulls had came here, but they actually had heroes as power. So Spider-Man had to deal with somebody who had his abilities, right? But it was a Skrull. So Marvel Knights, I already said that. Secret Invasion, Amazing Spider-Man 01. I got 2 of those. Secret Invasion, Amazing Spider-Man 02. Secret Invasion, Amazing Spider-Man 03. Sensational Spider-Man 24, 26, 27, 28, 40. Sinister Spider-Man was a series where it gravitated, where it revolved around Venom. That's why I say Sinister Spider-Man. If you remember, in the Secret Invasion, there was another Spider-Man that took his place. Remember, no. That's of course correct. During the siege, there was a Spider-Man that was running around that wasn't Peter Parker. And that it was Max somebody, the Scorpion guy. And this is the series that revolves around him. It's Sinister Spider-Man number 4. That's the one I got. Spectacular Spider-Man 191. Spider-Girl 93. Spider-Man 6, 7. Spider-Man 74. Spider-Man number 90. Spider-Man Breakout. Spider-Man Breakout was when right before Spider-Man joined, or it's a story that tells how Spider-Man joined the New Avengers, right? When I told you I was really excited because the guy who was a loner or the individual had finally joined the team, and he brought a lot to the team because they had him and Spider-Woman on the move. On the Avengers, I thought that was fire, bro. So we have who was I talking about? Since Breakout, right? I don't have number 1, but I have Breakout, Spider-Man Breakout, number 2, 3, and 4. But I don't have number 1, I know, right? Spider-Man Fantastic Four, number 1. Spider-Man House of M. Did you hear what I said? So that whole mutant thing that happened when Scarlet Witch changed everything, they had some spinoffs, and Spider-Man happened to have one. Guess who got Spider-Man House of M number 1, 2, 3, and 4? I do. So if you want to know what Spider-Man was going through, besides helping the Avengers rechange everything back to the way it was, I have his individual story of what he was going through. Spider-Man, Reign. I think Reign has something to do with Venom. I think. I'm not sure. Spider-Woman. I have 2 number 1s. Okay? Now, the Spider-Man we talking about, it could be the Spider-Woman I do have. It's based off of the movie you guys just watched called Madam Web. So if any of you guys watch Madam Web, they keep showing I can't believe I can't remember this guy's name when he's the one that told Spider-Man about the totem and the guys that was coming to eat spider people. Oh, we're talking about you got a PhD and can barely remember some names. I forgot those names. But anyway, the guy in Ezekiel in the movie Madam Web, well, in the comics, he talked to Spider-Man first. There was no Madam Web going on. He was talking to Spider-Man. He was letting him know, your spider powers come from a totem thing. You were selected, and he gives him all his background. Come to find out, there's another spider girl who did the same thing. Her name is Silk. Yes, and every time her and Spider-Man get together, they act like rabbits. I'm going to just leave it at that. They just attracted to each other like that. Anyway, Ezekiel warns Spider-Man of it. The same Ezekiel that warns Madam Web and them what's going on, how he needs it. Those 4 Spider Women that's in there with Madam Web, that's the comic book I have. So Arana, when I mentioned her earlier, she's one of those Spider Girls. Okay, I have books of those Spider Woman. I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 13, 14. So it didn't really go too far, y'all. Maybe, I don't know. Marvel made the show. They started off with but they got Madam Web out now. And if you want to know what's going on behind that, I have those books. Ultimate Spider-Man 76, 77s. Wow. Okay. So I got 2 77s. Ultimate Spider-Man 2 77s. Okay. I have 2 of those, number 77. Ultimate Spider-Man 78, 79, 80. Ultimate Spider-Man 126. Ultimate Spider-Man 133. Venom, Dark Origin, number 1. I got that. Web of Spider-Man, number 1. I got that. Web of Spider-Man 95. I got 2 of those. Web of Spider-Man 106, 107, and 116. That's what I have. And the last sheet that we have, number 3. All right. And remember, y'all, anybody who's, I wish it was a way, you guys definitely have to move out. Go and check out one of my other social media so that I'm going to put all of this out. I'm going to put this out so everybody can see it. And all you got to do is follow me and you'll be able to see everything I have. As of today, I haven't sold one comic yet. I haven't auctioned off one comic. Everything that's on this list. If I find a better list that I had written down, that list, it told what condition each one of the books was in from my standpoint. Yes, if I might say something is mint condition, the actual guy who does that, he might say it's near mint. And that's cool. I just know if the comic book looked like it's brand new and it just came in the mail, that's mint condition. But you guys get to see it because I'll pull up the camera and I will show it to you. I'll put on my little gloves and pull out my what do you call that? My tweezers. And we can get this popping, y'all. I got a plethora of books. They need to go. And you know what? Y'all get a little something. I might send y'all a pamphlet or something of FLUX. All right, so this is what everybody's probably been waiting on, the X-Men and Wolverine. So let's get to it. That's right. Say the best for last. I know. I told y'all, Wolverine's dope, but he's not that dude, bruh. He's not that dude. Think about what y'all saying. The Wolverine is known for being the best there is at what he does. Only in the Marvel universe, because people here in our reality, they wipe you out just because, bruh. So everybody is the best there is at what it does here in this world. And if Wolverine can do it better than we do it here in this reality, then what is going on with the rest of the heroes? I mean, the dude's not super powered. He just got some claws. That's all he got. And they already showed when Dr. Octopus took over Spider-Man's mind. I don't know if you guys know about that. He took over Spider-Man's mind, Peter's, basically pushed Peter out of his body. This guy beat Wolverine up and the X-Men just watched. He told it, stop touching me, pop, 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 pop. And no matter what Spider-Man did, see, Peter Parker is one that say, oh, you might do right by. No, Dr. Octopus said, don't touch me. And then he knocked Wolverine out. That's what Dr. Octopus did as Spider-Man. When he was in the Spider-Man body, he knocked Wolverine out. So how is it that Wolverine can go one-on-one with the Hulk? I don't know. I must be a hater. I don't know. I must be a hater. But let's get to it. Dakin had his own comic book doing the Siege, right? I want to say it probably crossed through the Siege because Dakin was around for a while. That's one of Wolverine's sons, y'all. And he had a book out called Dark Wolverine. I have numbers 75, 76, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. I got two 82s and 83. So from 75 to 83, but I got two number 82s. Marvel Comics presents Wolverine and Ghost Rider, number 100. I got that. On one side of the comic, it has Wolverine lifting Marvel or something with Ghost Rider on it. And on the other side, the Ghost Rider is lifting Wolverine. Okay? Now, also I have Wolverine 28, 29, 33, 34, 35, 40, 41, 65, and 77. Wolverine and Punisher 03. Wolverine OML. I don't know what OML stands for. I'm about to look that up. Wolverine OML 01. Wolverine OML 67. Out my league. Wolverine 68. I have 01, 67, and 68. Let's see, can I find Wolverine? Oh, that's Old Man Logan, y'all. OML is Old Man Logan. So I have Wolverine OML 01. Let me see. I have Wolverine Old Man Logan number 1. It's a giant size. It's in mint condition. Wow. It's a direct edition. Yeah. Not the Wolverine one shot. Wolverine Old Man Logan number 1. You can get it right here at the Flux Continuum. I love it, y'all. I love it. Because I know I had to have that one. I mean, again, y'all, I wanted to know what was transpiring all that time, right? All right. Wolverine Weapon X08, Wolverine Weapon X10. I have X23, number 13. I have Astonishing X-Men, number 10, 29, and 30. Excalibur, number 13. House of M. Number 3, House of M. Number 4. I might have all the House of M's in. I thought I remember seeing 1 and 2 before, but we will put it together. You guys look through these lists, okay? I try to keep everything as organized as possible, but it's a lot, as you can tell. Look this stuff over. I'm going to put this out on every social media as soon as I get off today. Come take a look at these comics. Talk to your comic buddy who's actually collecting. If you need something ASAP, let's get it to you. Let's complete your collection, man. Again, I no longer collect. Would I keep them if I could? Yes, I probably would. But again, like I told y'all, this is stuff that I was doing while I was traveling in the military. Okay, now I'm writing my own books. I collect certain books. If you look behind me, when I put the camera on myself, you'll see them. They're on the wall. That's what I collect. I collect indie books now. Marvel, DC, all these guys, they got their money. They got their money. They're already set. But I support indie writers like myself. So if you get to No. So if you check me out, my Flux stuff, I'm doing my own thing. One day I'll get to comics, and when I get to comics, hey, I want the same support we give everybody else. Maybe some of my issues could be worth something one day. All right, moving forward. I already said about Astonishing X-Men, right? Excalibur, House of M. New Excalibur, 11, 12, 14, 15, 22. I don't know if you guys into the new Excalibur. I was never with the Captain Britain thing, but I know that's Psylocke's brother and everything because Psylocke is two different women who merged. It's crazy. It's crazy. But she's Asian, but she wasn't Asian. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. New X-Men Academy. I don't know how I copped that. I never was really into the X-Men Academy thing. Ultimate Enemy. Do you guys know what Ultimate Enemy is? It's an ultimate. I should have put that somewhere else. I don't know how that ended up way out here. Wow, look at that. It's a couple of things you guys finna find out. Here we go. Ultimate Enemy. 01, 02, 03, and I have two number 4s. No. Correction. Ultimate Enemy 1 through 4, and then Ultimate Fallout number 4. The Ultimate Enemy, again, it's one of those compilations. It's not a compilation, but it's all 3 individual editions, 1 through 4, about the enemy that's getting ready to attack the Ultimate Universe. I want to say Spider-Man, all them guys are there. I want to say Galactus, but it might not be Galactus. No, it's not Galactus. But Ultimate Enemy, whoever it is, it deals with the Ultimate Universe and all the Ultimate Avengers and all those guys. Okay, Ultimate Fantastic Four. So you get to find out about the evil Reed Richards. Because I forgot what they call him now. The Maker. I think his name is the Maker. He's evil, but he's a Reed Richards. Like he can stretch and stuff. He do what Reed Richards do, and he's extremely intelligent. And if you haven't been following, I just found this out the other day when I was looking up some stuff. He's actually, I guess, the Ultimate Universe died in the insurrections. That's when the planets were. That's what Doctor Strange was showing you. What's going to the insurrections? I hope I said that right. The incursions. Doctor Strange already told y'all about the incursion. Well, that already happened in the Marvel Universe. Universe was running into each other, and Earth is the focal point. And once Earth go, the rest of the universe go, right? So, in that universe, in the Ultimate Universe was basically wiped out, y'all. It's gone, right? And then Reed Richards found another universe that was kind of close to it, and then he started altering things to remake the Ultimate Universe so he can go back home. Because in the incursion, Thanos, Reed Richards, and so many bad guys, including Miles Morales, who was hiding because he could make himself invisible, but he was Spider-Man, and all of them got into this multiversal tub thing that was able to, when the incursion happened, they still survived. So Thanos from the Ultimate Universe, Miles Morales, Reed Richards, and a couple other guys all made it to 616 because it became the universe that survived everything. It just hey y'all, it's just stuff that we know. All right, so Ultimate Power, right? Ultimate Power, y'all. I got to look that up. I don't even know what Ultimate Power is, but I know it has to do with the Ultimate Universe. All right, I have Ultimate Power 1, 3, 5, 7, and I got 2 number 7s and number 9. What's the Ultimate 10? Oh, Ultimate X-Men, right? Ultimate X-Men, number 2. Ultimates 3. So remember, we had an Ultimates that's like the Avengers. Then we had another Ultimates 2, and now it's an Ultimates 3. I got number 4 on that one. Ultimatum, X-Men, Requiem. Ultimatum, I know it's about the X-Men. I think it's got Jean Grey on the front, like the Ultimate Universe is Jean Grey. Uncanny X-Men, 409, 418, 459, 461, 462. Uncanny X-Men, 480, 482, 483, 486, 487, 489, 496, 497, 498, 499, 500, 511, 514, 515. I got 2 of those. 516, 517, 519, 520, 522, 523, 525. Uncanny X-Men Annual, number 1. Uncanny X-Men 475. That should have been early up the top. X-Men. When I say X-Men, I'm talking about Nate Gray. Remember, I told you from the thing of Apocalypse, from the world that Apocalypse ran. I can't believe, I can't remember what like reality that we consider that one. Raid of Apocalypse or something. He brought a couple of people back with him when they course corrected that alternate reality. Days of Apocalypse, whatever it was called. They brought a couple of people back. That guy in that armor with the flame, him and Nate Gray used to fight. I think it started with an A. Anyway, Nate Gray is basically Nathaniel, Cyclops, and Madeline Pryor's son, Cable. But what if Cable would have never had the techno-organic virus mutate on him, right? What if he wasn't infected with that? This is how powerful Cable would be, y'all. And this dude has psionic power out that butt. This dude, Nate Gray is powerful. Like, he doesn't focus his power when they tell his story the way he possibly could. But basically, he's Cable, a younger Cable without the techno-organic virus. And y'all, he's deadly, man. Like, he ain't nothing to play with. I got X-Men number 44 and 46. X-Men number 01. X-Men, I have two 170s. And then it's 171, 172, 170. I got two 173s. 174, 175, 176, 179, 185, 186, 187, 188. All right. X-Men 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 197, 198, 201, 202, 207. X-Men Alpha Flight number 1. X-Men Apocalypse versus Dracula 01. So I have that first book, that Apocalypse versus Dracula. I don't know if it's more than that, but I have that first one. And that's up for auction too, y'all. Or you can make me an offer. X-Men Deadly Genesis 01, 03, 04. X-Men Endangered Species 01. X-Men First Class number 13. X-Men Heroes and Martyrs number 3. X-Men Legacy Annual number 1, I got it. X-Men Legacy 209, 210. I got two number 210s. 211, 212, 213, 214, 225, 227, 228, 229, 231, 235, 237. X-Men Second Coming number 1. And that's it, y'all. Those, I know, it took like hours, right? But those are basically the the comics that I have. That's the list. You guys follow me on another social media. I'll make sure I get that to you ASAP. These are the rules. If you see something on the list, hit me up. I have all of the pictures of every book. I already scanned every book in. So technically, I have every book. I also have images out there of a compilation. The same way I have these lists that I went through today, I have all of the comics on one page like that too. So if you guys look it up, I can send you to say, hey, and then, if you want to, we can do it right there online. I don't have a problem hitting you through Facebook or Instagram to get you what you need. Remember, I'm humbled. I'm a hustler. I grind for mine. So, you hit me at an appropriate time, like anytime for like 6 at night. Maybe 8 at night, depending on what type of night it is, if I got time. But you guys hit me during the day. I'm up from 7 in the morning. I used to say 6, but I might want coffee or something. 7 in the morning to like 6, 7 o'clock at night. So 12 hours, y'all. Y'all got me. If you see something, you run into somebody who missing something, you want to get it for the low, hit me up, and I'll make sure you get one of these. What do you call it? One of these books. That's all it basically is, y'all. It's basically about me making sure you guys get what you need. So I went through all of the books. Made sure everybody saw what needed to be saw today. Hopefully I did. These comics right here. As you can tell, I went from Infinite Crisis. I showed you I got Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, Old Man Logan. I know this is an old Wolverine right here. It's only $1.75. X-Force. I know this is an old one. This is only $1.50. I got to put all this stuff back, y'all. Just want you to know. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys know why this issue right here is such a big deal. The reason this issue, let me get out your way. Can you see that? Let me know. Hope you can see that. There we go. Because I want you to know what you're getting, right? This issue right here is such a big deal because that was, remember, the disassembled, right? You guys probably don't know how long that lasts. That was a while back, y'all. Disassembled. The Scarlet Witch doing Disassembled. It was this whole across the Marvel universe tie-ins and all of that. She ended up, look, accidental. She ended up killing Hawkeye. That guy right there, she killed him by accident. She unalived him. Correction. Excuse me, y'all. She unalived him. This is the book he came back in. I already know this book is worth something. Hawkeye came back. And then the MCU happens. And he's a big deal again. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, y'all, he even got his own series. I'm just telling y'all, I know some of the stuff I got is worth. You feel me? This book right here. Let me start putting some of this stuff back, too. That's number 1. It even says limited series. You guys know what that is? That's House of M. That's number 1. It's number 4. Put this back over here. It's Superman. House of M, number what? What number is it? It's number 3, number 4, number 5. I don't. Number 6, number 6, number 7. That's number 1. And this is my variant. Did you guys see that? That's the variant. That's number 1 too. It's a variant though. It actually says variant. Direct edition. Number 1. This is the sketchbook I was telling you about. I know you guys don't know how dope it was back then, but when they released stuff like this, Marvel, man, they was doing it big. House of M. No, I can't sell that, y'all. This is what I was talking about. So I would like for you guys to see me the way I want it, the way I see the books. So I know this is a number one, okay? But if you look here, can you guys see that? It's a rip. You can't really see it. I have to take it out to show you. But even though this is a number one, it's 50 years way back in 1991. They was at 50 years then. See, 1941 to 1991. I just said that, right? This came out in 1991, number one X-Men, and I hate that it got messed up during my transitioning from one duty station to the next. I know this X-Men got to be worth something. It's when they brought all the originals back. So when I was telling you guys about the Scarlet Witch and what she did in Disassemble, now this is just a what if, okay? This is a what if, and they saying we're featuring the Avengers when they was going through the Disassemble thing, okay? And as you can tell, Scarlet Witch is right there in the front. And who's this down here? This little guy? Oh God, the guy that came up missing. I told you about the secret invasion. This is another what if, but this is still about the secret invasion and how the Squirrel Queen became Spider Woman and then set the world basically ablaze, right? Um, on this Ultimate Power, if I remember correctly, I think this is the ultimate version of the Avengers versus the X-Men and stuff. That's what I think is going on in here. But I can see Sue Storm. The what do you call her? What do you call her? The Invisible Woman. I forgot the guy. I think he's fast. But yeah, there are a couple of other guys. But this is that ultimate. And y'all see this guy here? This is Hyperion. That's Hyperion. So in the Ultimate Universe, Hyperion, Wolverine, Captain America, the Invisible One, all these people. That's what I meant when I said across the board in the Ultimate Universe. So this one is one of 9, and I think I got a few of them. Yeah, see, the Squadron Supreme. This is Owlman, basically, right? Squadron Supreme. He's the owl guy. Yeah, and they must have Power Princes on their side. Nope, that's Power Prince. Okay. Wolverine 67. Give me a chance. Give me a second. God, Wolverine. What's up, man? If you're a little off, that's because I'm still looking for it. I know everything is in alphabetical order on the list, but they're in chronological order in the boxes. Thunderbolts, Hulk, Wolverine, Spider-Man. Fantastic Four, Miss Marvel, Spider-Man. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's yours. All right, here we go. Wolverine. Number what? 67. Is that it? That's number 8. It's number 10. Hold on. I'm checking on 67. Mm-hmm. 24, 35, 41, 65, 29, 65, 40, 35, 34, 100, 3 of 3, up and next, number 10, number 1, hmm. Hmm. I'm still looking up number 67. I don't. That's old man Logan. Oh, okay. Okay, so when you said Wolverine 67, the price, okay, so I'm looking at Wolverine, old man Logan, number 67. Is that what you was referencing? It's on the screen. Book you just showed. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yes. Yep. In a second. That's gonna come with number 68 too. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just the way I do it now. I mean, I don't even have a problem going down, but I'm more or less getting rid of the comics, y'all. So if you got 67, then 68 is gonna come with it too. Okay, that way I can just mail it all out at one time. I'm pulling it up. Give me a second. That's too heavy. Graham. pound, ounce. Good. 4.4 ounces. Okay, that ain't too bad. 4.4 ounces. Let me see. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Come on, man. Okay. I mean, all right. Jesse Lee, make me an offer. I'm a minimum $5 guy. I know, y'all. I got a little quiet. I'm looking at how my phone told me it needed charging. So there we go. Now it's charging. Okay, that's what's up. Mm-mm. Give me a second, Mr. Lee. Let me go and get my gloves. Now, where you at? It has been read before. Okay, I did read it. All right, long time ago. But if you notice, you have small little indent where I was probably reading it at, turning the pages. But as you can see, it's in great condition. It's in awesome condition. I'm not. I read them, put them back into these sleeves, and it's pretty much done deal after that. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, I want to tell you what's going on in the book. But yeah, all the pages are there. The storyline is there for you. All of the, what do you call it? The advertisement. It's the original book, giant size, and it's going through everything that happened. Any particular page you want me to turn to? Oh, the spine. Mm. Just to let you see that spine. It's in great condition. Like I said, normally I call these pretty much mint or near mint condition. So if I got it labeled as mint condition, this is what it is, or near mint. So Jesse, if I look at anything, I look at the piece here, right around in here. It does seem like it's been rubbing up against the plastic for a while because all of these have been in plastic the entire time. But they haven't been in climate control the entire time. But the paper's not bad. The paper's not flaky. It's not brittle. Right around the area right there. That's what I wanted to show you. Right in here, the spine part. And it look like it got a little rubbing, but other than that, it's fine. My bad, y'all. This like looking at stuff and then reading and staying. It's it's new. It's new, and it comes with book 68. So these two will be together. Make me an offer. You want book 67? I want to get rid of the book 68. Make me an offer. Or think about it. I'll be here tomorrow, guys. I will be here tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. I think on comic days we'll do 2 hours, and on Flux days we'll do just maybe an hour. But we have comics here. We're ready to get rid of them. As you can see, I just took this one out. I don't have a problem taking the books out, showing the customers or the collector what it is that we're doing. Showing you that we do have viable product, good product. We're not selling you crap. By chance, if something is damaged, oh, I don't have one. I normally have a damaged comic. It's the one with the Ghost Rider, and the entire cover was torn. I would like people to know that we don't release that kind of stuff, unless you just beg me for it and you was like, "Hey man, I want the issue just because." We might be able to do a bundle. Yeah, we could definitely do a bundle, Jesse Lee. The easiest thing I can tell you, man, is to go check out my extensive. I'm gonna put this stuff out on sci-fi. I'm gonna put this stuff out online as soon as I get finished. But if you look here, let me add this to the stage. See, can I find it? It's JLA, Hulk. You won't. Y'all can't see all of that. Well, I have pictures that I could technically. Let me see. Can I add these so I can show you guys? Add. Um, DC Marvel. You said Spider-Man and X-Men, right? I got some. Okay, so if you look over here, these is like you see. I know you see Spider Girl up there, but if you look, it's extensive when it comes to Spider-Man. So that's why I say you take a look at it and you let me know what you think. And I'm gonna put all this stuff out. So whether it happens today, tomorrow, or Saturday, this stuff could be out. You can hit me up in a message. I'll be checking periodically, and we can talk online. And maybe the next day get it done. I can go ahead and put it out there for you, so you can go ahead and purchase it. I print off your sticker, your label, and then mail it out. But this is all Spider-Man, man. Even Spider-Woman. Oh, I just hit my threshold for Spider-Man. So that's a lot. And then you said X-Men, right? So first off, Wolverine. This is what I got for Wolverine. Like that old man Logan 67 and 68. For X-Men, this is what I got. Just everything in the X family, though, because it's more than just X-Men. X Factor, X Force, X whatever. Okay. Well, as you can tell, man, I got a lot of stuff when it comes to that. Let me see, can I find you something better so we can at least see the picture? Because that'll be kind of dope if you can see the picture to the image. And I do have all of that. I do have all of that stuff. Just got to find a better way to show you. It's right here, right? Um, what happened? Hmm. Hmm. I got time to go through all that. It's taking forever. You said Marvel. You want to see? That's not good. That's not good. Um, let's log out of this. Okay. Um, I'm waiting on my hard drive to catch up with me. All right, so I'm getting ready to go through them now. Found a better way to show you the cover of what I do have. So here we go, y'all. These are Spider-Mans right here. Spider Family. What is that? Yeah. Just in case, these are all the comics I have. Who is Clayton Crane? Let me check. Mm, Clayton Crane. Ah, Clayton Crane. Images. Wow. Nah, I ain't seen none of these guys. No, sorry about that on Clayton Crane. Everything we got here is pretty much from, it's 25 years though. It's pretty much from 1990 to 2010. So everything you see is pretty much from 1990 to 2010 while I was serving in the military. So that's pretty much what I have. Clayton Crane, though, it looks like he came a lot later. Wolverine 55. Give me a second, y'all. I got to look that up. I don't think I do. I don't remember having any Wolverines. Give me a second. Wolverine. 35, 33, 30. Is it two 35s? 34, 33, 34, 35, 40, 65, 29, 41, 55, 28, 77. No, I don't have it. I know I paused that momentarily, but y'all give me one more second. I'm doing a quick look up for one of the people. We're on Spider-Man 199. Got to open something for the other people, though. Here we go. That way we can keep moving. All right. Comic page, Marvel. Comic page, Marvel. You want to know about Wolverine? He should have came on the last page, right? Wolverine number 55, X-Men, 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 Wolverine. No, sir. No 55. Dark Wolverine. No 55s when it comes to Wolverine. We do not have number 55 when it comes to Wolverine. Let's take a look at that Hobgoblin, though. Yeah, for sure, Edgar. For sure, man. For sure. Edgar all in tow. I hope I said that right, man. I don't know if you guys paid attention to this issue right here. I have it with it was one a little bit earlier. It showed Spider-Man and Ghost Rider or Venom and Ghost Rider. And then I have this one, and then there's another one with Ghost Rider and them. I think it's a crossover through multiple books. And I have so many of them. Yeah. Blast off. No, I know I don't have a decapitated saber tooth. I probably would put that on the wall. This is that Spider-Man breakout I was telling y'all about. I think that's issue number 2. Yeah, because I don't have number 1. I had it. All the guys broke out of the vault. Where all of the green guys, what do you call those armored green guardsmen or something like that in the Marvel universe, and they protect the vault. And all the bad guys broke out, and Spider-Man happened to be the first one to get there, and they commenced to beat him down. House of M, y'all. That's that House of M. Is that number 1? What? House of M. This that Spider-Woman I was telling y'all about that concerned Madam Web and all of those guys that came in the movie. This is Jessica Drew right here. This is the first and original Spider-Man. Correction, Spider-Woman. This is the second version of Spider-Woman that I saw. She the one that was in the original Secret Wars back in 1990 or something. We had a Secret Wars with a black costume and all that. And she saw black Spider-Man in his all black costume, so she went and made this one. Okay, this girl right here, I think she's more of an Aranya. This is Aranya, y'all. This is Aranya, the one that actually looks like or has Spider-Man suit on. And this is Madam Web right here. But that movie you guys just got finished watching, this is Aranya. She's supposed to be like the real Spider-Woman, but we all grew up on a different type of Spider-Woman. The one I showed you, Jessica Drew. That's probably why she didn't make it. They kept changing her costume. I mean, I get it, but in superhero you can't change the costume every day. Maybe in a movie, but not in nah. Yeah, see that's not gonna work. I have to look too hard for whoever I'm looking for. That's not gonna work. Could this be it? Nope. The Ultimate right before Miles Morales showed up, y'all. Oh, that must be 2 of those. Yeah, you just let it fly. Yeah. Ultimate Moon Knight. Ultimate Spider-Man with the Ultimate Venom symbiote. It's not like the one in the 616. It's something different. Like I think it came from like they were working on a cure for cancer or something, and I don't know, it mutated or something. Yeah, you know what, y'all? I think I'm gonna do this tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all come back here, Mark. Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow and Saturday, I'm gonna go through and do exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna put it up and start going through so everybody can see the next issue. This is what I was talking about when I said Venom Dark Origin. I must have totally got that one wrong. Me and this PhD I supposed to have, right? In sci-fi. That look like the original Venom. That does not look like the Scorpion guy to me. Max, whatever his name was. Yeah. This is what I was telling y'all about when I had that Ghost Rider, that cross. So you got one with Venom and you got one with Web of Spider-Man. I just showed you the other one with Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. So it was like a 4-ish limit city across, it was a tie-in across 4 different babe, can I get another cup of coffee, please? I'm sorry. Um, how do I drink my coffee? I do two sugars, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and some that creamer. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I know it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm still on coffee, y'all. I've been here. I'm stuck here the whole day. Well, not the whole day, but I'll definitely be here tomorrow for at least 2 hours, and I'll be here Saturday for 2 hours, and I'm gonna start going through the videos like this. This way, if you see what you want, you can go ahead and pop up. I went through the formal today of everything, but I'll just do this tomorrow. And sometimes I'll speak on things and I won't. Like this one, when the X-Men showed up, Spider-Man, that's Firestar right there. Strong Guy and Puck. Strong Guy is I call him a kinetic absorber. He can absorb kinetic energy, but if he doesn't release it, that kinetic energy that he absorbed, it I want to say it lashes out at his body, or it causes his body to mutate if he doesn't release that kinetic energy. That's why Strong Guy, his upper body is real big and his legs are little bitty. Yeah, just like weight. I know I'm killing myself, y'all. It could be coffee deprivation. All right. Um, Firestar and Puck. Puck is a guy from Alpha Flight. I don't really know a lot about Puck except he was slashed with a sword so many times, and every time that sword cut him, it wasn't a physical cut. It cut his body. It diminished him. It shrunk him. Like it's not a regular shrink, like proportionate, but it took from his body. So it basically made him a short person. I don't want to use the M word, but a short person. And we already know who Firestar is, right? Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Y'all already know who this guy is. This Sandman and Quicksand. So I hadn't even heard of a girl named Quicksand that could do what Sandman do. And I was like, dang, you know what I mean? I didn't even know. I heard Hydro Man, but I hadn't heard of Quicksand. Yeah, he beating up somebody. I forgot this guy's name. I think it started with an M. He beating up somebody. Is that it? Oh, that's it. All right, so look, we're going to go to Wolverine now because we wanted to see the Wolverine. This is Dakin, y'all. This one I keep talking about, Wolverine's son. If you look at his claws, it's kind of like X-23. He got the 2 at the top, but he has one that comes from up under the hand too. So that's his difference. X-23 got 2 on the top like him, and then she got one that comes between her big toe and her second toe. So you know what I mean? Some of the Wolverine people, they not all the same. They're a little different. But they said X-23 was an evolutionary thing for the female Wolverine type. And if you ever watched or if you ever read the comic, I had it. I can't believe I had it. It basically said like the end of Marvel or something. It was an old comic though, and it basically showed that Wolverine wasn't a mutant at all. He was like a different evolution of man, if you would. So they even said that they found a whole bunch of people just like Wolverine, but from like somewhere like in the Savage Land or something. They had a whole society of, and I forgot the name to come, but it basically showed Captain America draped in the American flag, but he's old, man, like old. And there's a little boy, he's a little boy, maybe 10 to 13 years old, and he has some type of telepathy or something, but he believes in the Aryan nation or the Red Skull type ideologies. And it takes Captain America and all of these heroes that are real old to take them out. Anyway, we on Dakin, y'all. Y'all see the Fantastic Four. Now, I don't know why you would pit anybody against the Fantastic Four, okay? Because Johnny Storm is supposed to burn at Nova. I can't explain that, y'all. I just know that anybody that's made of flesh, anybody that's made of flesh can't deal with that. That's what I do know. Okay? If you made of flesh, you can't even roll up on Johnny Storm. First of all, when you douse Johnny Storm, you can't just hit him with water balloons and think he gonna go out. His fire is so hot that it melts bullets before they hit him. So when you douse him, you got to douse him like with a lake or something. Just him alone. And I'm not even worried about him taking on Ben Grimm or Sue. Maybe you might cut Mr. Fantastic, but you can't even handle the rest of them. Not for real. I mean, if y'all think I'm wrong, man, say something. All right? If you do what I do, you should be able to tell me and let me know, hey, man, that ain't how it happened. You know what? Tell you the truth, I can just add you into the show. That's right. Y'all remember I was telling y'all about all the whole siege and all of that stuff going on, how they had all those characters. I know Dakin is a part of that group. The Dark Wolverine. Yeah. Okay, so remember I keep telling y'all about Miss Marvel, right? Because I don't see her as Captain Marvel. I see her as Miss Marvel. And this woman right here, Moonglow or whatever her name, Moonstone or whatever this woman's name was, she dressed up as Carol Danvers, old costume, and she was like, I'm gonna be Miss Marvel. Because she's not Captain Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel act like she like men. Uh-oh. Is that Siege? Didn't I say something about Siege? I did say something about Siege. So this is the comic I was telling y'all about before, the one with Wolverine on one side and Ghost Rider on the other side, but it's still Wolverine and Ghost Rider. This is the one. And when you flip it over, it's the opposite. I don't know what this is. This is like Alpha Flight to me. That looks like North Star. I think that's his name. He has the twin sister. If you're looking at Wolverine, you wonder what's going on. This is House of M, y'all. It was a big deal, man. House of M was a big deal. It's like, what if the mutants actually got everything they wanted, but humans had they were lower class of people. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, I kind of agree with the mutants, man. I'm sorry. If we're changing, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speak on my own beliefs, but I mean, I have to. I mean, if I was a mutant and we're supposed to be the next evolution of man, and man try to attack, I'll just wipe man off the planet. I've been like Magneto. I would just flooded everything, let a whole bunch of humans die, because all of the mutants would have been okay, but only after we continue to get attacked. That Charles thing that's happening in X-Men 97, that's BS, bro. For him to come back, I think all the X-Men should turn on him. We don't want to hear what you got to say no more. Do you not understand that these people will not leave us alone? Even when we went all the way to Genosha, it doesn't matter that one of them did it. If you go attack another country and they find out that we American, they probably almost go to war with America. I'm just letting you know. So when they went and attacked Genosha, that gave X-Men or mutants every right to protect themselves. I mean, like, y'all tore up our whole home. And Genosha, my understanding, is supposed to be like, it's the size of a small state. Bigger than a city, bigger than a county, but like the size of a small state. And hey, man, they did what they did. I mean, we have to take them out, though. I'm just being honest. I think the X-Men should do it, suppress or oppress the human race, and then the human race start building those what are those sentinels called? The white ones with the pink face, Nimrods? That's when the humans should have built the Nimrods and stuff. Like, hey, we trying to take back the earth. I think that would have been a better story. But that's just me. That's just me, y'all. That's just me. That's just me. Because they're just sitting up taking people abusing me. That's for the birds. This is still House of M, y'all. Where mutants. Oh, and he was married to Mystique during this time too, during the House of M. Him and Mystique were together. And Wolverine, that is where he got his full memory back. So when during the House of M, when Scarlet Witch made everything happen, when Wolverine woke up, he remembered everything. So everything that's ever happened to him across his life, Wolverine remembers it, and then he jumps over the I forgot about those big. Hey, sorry. Yeah, here. Okay. CEO talking to me, y'all. I'm gonna have to go ahead and bring this to an end in a couple more seconds. I know it's 1 o'clock. Wow. I started at 10. Babe, it got me. Yeah, babe, it got me. I wasn't even paying attention. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Babe, I'm coming. This old school right here, though. I know y'all see this old school right here. What up, bub? That's how I used to talk back then. What up, bub? All right, old man Logan. We talked about this number 67, right? Yeah. Y'all let me know. Take a look at them. Number 67 right here. My bad. That was number 1, y'all. That's old man Logan, number 1 right there. This is old man Logan, number 67, 68. They come together, 68 and 67. Weapon X 10. Wolverine always got all the shorties. And X-23. Y'all see my man Spider-Man when he was with the Fantastic Four. I forgot what that was called when everybody was wearing white. I think it was after Johnny Storm passed away. Well, he was unalived in the negative zone. That's right. You see them facts I drop? That's when you know somebody know what they talking about. Okay, so I didn't do this. The CEO came through, told me that it's been 3 hours, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and get off. But I'll be here first thing tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Okay, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. When you wake up, I'll be here. You take a break, I'll be here. And we can go through all of this again. I'll start doing it the way I did it today. I think I like this way better right here. And we'll probably start with the X-Men tomorrow. Look at this. And y'all, I did all of this work to put all this stuff in, and I don't know why I didn't like think it through and how to show you guys. But now we got a way to look at stuff. And when y'all ready, I mean, I'm ready. I wanted to show y'all this right here. I don't know if you guys remember Crux. I do. Cross-gen, Crux, Negation, Sojourn. We already know this old school. Transformers, Generation 1. Hot Rod, y'all know he Generation 2, right? Cup, Generation 2. I don't even know what Darker Image is. The Kindred, I remember them, right? 1 and 2. I know these got to be worth something. Hulk, I know this worth something. This got the I got all 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Savage Dragon in it. What? What y'all know about that? Image, Spawn, and Savage Dragon. All right, y'all. Look, I gotta go. Getting excited again. About to start drooling all over the mic. Thank y'all for coming today. Hey man, I had a wonderful time. Again, I got to talk to y'all. I got to run off at the mouth about sci-fi stuff. I got the rant. I appreciate y'all letting me do it. Tomorrow I'll be here with rubber gloves and my tweezers to show you whatever it is that we putting out. Just want y'all to know that, hey, we do Flux though here. Okay, we do Flux here, but once a month we're gonna do 3 days of auctioning, whether it's auctioning Flux stuff, comics, comic related, comic artwork, because I got comic artwork I got to expose y'all to and everything. So y'all stay here at least for the rest of this weekend. And Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m., I will be here. Y'all come kick it with me. And man, thank y'all for showing up today, man. I mean, believe it or not, I had fun. I had fun. I probably had a little more fun. I made a couple of dollars, but I still had fun though. And y'all have a wonderful weekend and enjoy your day. Peace. In that. Come on. There we go. In that.